Welcome to Machismo TV, the ultimate destination for modern men seeking to upgrade their lifestyle. Our channel covers a range of topics including current events, fitness, personal development, and technology to help you look, feel, and live your best life. Tune in for actionable advice and engaging discussions. We the willing, led by the unknowing, are doing the impossible for the ungrateful. We have done so much, with so little for so long, we are now qualified to do anything, with nothing.
So join up. Do your part. There's a long war ahead, and we need you. So join up. Do your part. There's a long war ahead, and we need you.
Have you any idea how successful censorship is on TV? Don't know the answer? Successful, isn't it? Have you any idea how successful censorship is on TV? Don't know the answer? Successful, isn't it?
Are you a true fan of daring, thrilling, and captivating content? Get ready to take your entertainment to the next level with Machismo TV, the home of groundbreaking shows and exclusive behind-the-scenes access. Join our Patreon page.
Shout out to Machismo TV in the building. Yo, congrats on your success over there on Machismo TV. Much love to you, sir. Man, you know I love you, brother. Enough said, man. No pause at all. Nothing but love for my brother, Machismo TV, with the $5 super chat. What does Machismo TV say? Great content showing the backstory. Well done, sir. I was blessed to have found it. I'm so glad I found that, man. I'm so glad I found that. But shout out to you. Let's drop the money case on that ass. Yeah. If you all are not subscribed to Machismo TV, go over. You know the deal. Like, subscribe, hit the comment. Tell them El Guapo sent you. Yeah, shout out to you.
Put that on that beat. Nope.
I'm wasted. All I wanna do is drive home to you, baby. I'm faded. All I wanna do is take you downtown, baby. I'm wasted. All I wanna do is drive home to you, baby. I'm faded. All I wanna do is take you downtown. All I wanna do is take you downtown.
Price is needed.
especially when these women have no other connection to the black man except that. They know the only possible woman that could love them is a black woman, but she doesn't. But guess what she also doesn't do? She doesn't appreciate them. She doesn't really acknowledge them. And how black men hear is, I want to use you for my purposes again. All the institutions, all the baby mamas, all the whatever, right? Even for dates. Okay, if you can't blow my back out, you can't entertain me, you can't this, and this, guess what? I don't need you. Other women will take what I give out and appreciate it. They'll take a tenth of that and say, wait a minute, this is what you're giving? Go take it.
I love it when a plan comes together.
I love it when a plan comes together.
I love it when a plan comes together. I love it when a plan comes together. I love it when a plan comes together.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Get an encore. Can I get an encore? Get an encore? Do you want more? Do you want more?
Who you know fresher than whole? Riddle me that. Can none of y'all mirror me back? Y'all know where I'm lurking, yeah.
Stand on the block, nigga, time you ever seen on us. Politicking $1 million lick stickers.
That's how we do it.
Lord and tell her fly down the camera wearers.
That's how we do it.
You're in the man. Sporting baguettes, push a Lexus GS, yo. Jesus, peace, Lord, velour issue. Coach stores, a Porsche I score for. Glamorous out of state mansions that we lampish. Chanel sofa, 100 grand rocket carry, son. My empire designer, flyer, tired Maya. Macy racking fact for my lineup. Pushing the Aston Martin, rocking some guest garments, playing Chester vested cream, champagne spiller. Illest unseen, swing like Nassim. Marvelous scheme, the sharpest off the torture. I body your honors with llamas, Elijah analyzer. Al Qaeda deciding if my non-bust Neiman Marcus, the heat is sparking. Reload my cultures, fake niggas get targeted. Rockin' generic, Jesus peace charge, running with carrots. Handling handgun, stretch lands and hands transport. Fed out with hunters, going OT, sampling coke. Making my nose bleed, my cold D's, my air like sending kites overnight. I'm rolling dice, holding fisherman's knife in case they wanna take my life. I rock a flavor nights uptowns with cherry straps and carry gats, Burberry slacks, that shit my cracks, I'm unstoppable. Gonna pop you, laying on the cot, reading Qurans to fly, nigga till I'm dead and gone. Yo, Sly unit, 9 Rugers, block music, hang out with drug dealers and Glock users. Lord the flyers, whole nice tuck, hopping out of Benz trucks with big jury on and Claiborne. Saks, Fifth Avenue, Minks on, son. It's time to get this paper. Counting money at the street labor. I sold dope on Connecticut. Fuck the white bitch, rocking some Sketcher kits. Pushing a Lexus 6, taking the heat to the Mars. Pray to Allah. Come out, dump at your car, skid on, stacking some shit. Fucked up my clock, spitting these dark stylists, the illest. Rhymes is vicious. You not fucking with this shit. SK's a murder your block, shoot where your bitch live. Every time you think about gun, you think of this shit, son. Fly nigga, rockin' fatigue, distributed crack. I spit at your act, military issue to get. I fuck with Bravo and Dillinger Shack. Box cutter, machine gun, Black Street entertainment bagging. Mosey then rockin' the Dolce linen. Dutchess to roll my spinach. All of my gems exquisite, keeping a loaded biscuit. Buying the wagon for the mistress. Coochie dress in Asia, my princess. Gully is henchman, big juice. Triple X North Face, we lace displaying great. Going out of state, copping the states. This is the life of a drug dealer. 100 grand figures, fake niggas when you hit ya. Limp in the villa, you know your man sauce in the black tours up by Pandora's. Fuckin' with fam, now they paying for it. Temple and Phil's holding Dylan just willing to kill. Fake major league niggas ain't real. I rockin' uptowns, keep a clip so I can bust off rounds for a pound. Sippin' Henny rounds, I put my semi down. Chanel flavor, Mox rockin' Gazelles. Too many fake niggas out, I can hardly tell when that's word.
Let me be emphatic. You need to take your black ass across Charles Street where it belongs.
What? Hold on now. You know what I'm saying? He don't know what this is. He ain't what he think. You know what I'm saying? First of all, we got permission to grind in these here towers. Second of all, I don't give a fuck. Put the thing in here.
Pellets in plastic. Red shell.
What you need be concerned about is what's seated in the chamber now. A copper-jacketed hollow point, 120 grain hot street load of my own creation. So you need to think for just a moment and ask yourself, what do I have to do before this man raise up his gun again? Let's go. Good day to you, sir.
Yes, he would.
You know the damage one ignorant Negro can do. We were in France in the First War. We'd won decorations. But the white boys had told all them French gals that we had tails. Then they found this ignorant colored soldier. Paid him to tie a tail to his ass and run around half naked making monkey sounds. They put him on a big round table in the Cafe Napoleon. Put a reed in his hand, crown on his head, blanket on his shoulders, and made him eat bananas in front of all them Frenchies. Oh, the white boys danced that night. Passed out leaflets with that boy's picture on it. Called him Moonshine, King of the Monkeys. And when we slit his throat, you know that fool asked us what he had done wrong.
Country shot.
My daddy told me we got to turn our backs on his kind, Wilkie. Close our ranks to the chitlins, the collard greens, the cornbread style. We are men, soldiers, and I don't intend for our race to be cheated out of its place of honor and respect in this war.
The pupils burn from the gaze of the sunlight. Trying to go legit this time with no gunfight. Straight flights to Ghana. My man got the gold connect. Bow-legged dude with chicks on deck. He got Navy sailors moving their crypto specs. Maybach Hummer, sound like a discotheque. His brother Stan blew off his own hand. He's in the mausoleums, couldn't sew his wrist back on. It's in the Coliseum. The monsters out, straight down in the opera house. Scorpion pendant, red stone in a lobster mouth. Diamonds embroidered in the Chinaware. Speaking through Tesla phones. Tucked behind the ear, Snow White Royce. Guts red with lasagna chairs. Scarface party was raw with mad lines in there. Everybody holding, rock wallers, mad nines in there. Hitters with gold fronts frontin', where's the concierge? 50 years of hip hop, New York is the mascot. City is the backdrop, one more you can holler at me. You can holler at me.
That I gotta be the best of all. That's just cut and dried. I'm the best. Whether you like it or not, you're looking at, woo, the greatest, the best looking man, the best dressed man, long limousines, jet airplanes, custom made clothes, and any woman in the world I want, just like that. You know why? Let's face it, if you're not carrying the big gold, you're second best no matter what you tell yourself. So gear up, ladies and gentlemen. Get used to it. Who you're looking at, the man.
The almighty, the legendary Westside.
Hallowed be thy name. Are you really ready for
Fly God himself?
You're looking at the man.
Because we're in a fucking gynocracy, god damn it! Because we're in a fucking gynocracy, god damn it! Because we're in a fucking gynocracy, god damn it! Because we're in a fucking gynocracy, god damn it! Because we're in a fucking gynocracy, god damn it! Dom DeMarco. Dom DeMarco. Dom DeMarco.
You're
With the hottest DJ. Dropping banger after banger. Bring it on now! This is your girlfriend's favorite DJ. Yes! And then on the ones and twos.
Check it out.
The dopest beats are ready. Testing speakers. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Let's go. This is the hottest DJ in the city. Live in the mix. It's the one.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Johnny.
Show will begin now.
Yo. Y'all can turn your mics on. Everybody here?
Yes, sir.
All right, we back. All right, thank you, gentlemen, for showing up. You like the new intro? Season 3, we're about to get it started. We in production.
Yeah, man. You know, that shit fire, bro. We live like Channel 5 or Fake Tits on Rodeo Drive, man. We in here.
Oh yeah, you ain't saying nothing but saying nothing. You understand me? Okay,
Yeah, that
Dusty
part.
is in the back. All right. I'm waiting for him to pop up. I don't see him. I'll put him on stage when he pop up in the back. All right. So, all right, man. Contractor, Deacon, Hoop, y'all there?
I'm here.
All right. So let me get a
building.
Yes, sir. All right, solid. All right, let's get this show started. I want to just start off by saying welcome back, everybody, and then just some housekeeping. I want to shout out Obsidian's channel. He's just been doing a fantastic job this week with his streams. He covered Andre pulling up on Mr. Lecco. We had covered that prior to, and he just did a fantastic job at expanding the conversation and getting down to the nuance of things. He's been doing some really very good, insightful streams lately. And once again, congratulations to him for putting productive men in the same room on a global scale at this point. And then Uncle D, I want to give a shout out to Blizzard King and Sperling. His last 3 streams have just been fantastic. And the one he did tonight about protecting the black male image and combating the ongoing propaganda against misandry against black men that's being perpetuated by these lovely ladies. And he did another good one the other night about brothers traveling and whatnot. So really good streams in the space lately. That being said, before we get started, anybody want to say something before I start running through some of these clips?
No, man, I'm good.
All right, solid. All right,
I got a couple.
All right, go ahead, Saul.
I got one too. Go ahead. After a little bit of hiatus, people have to get their lives and stuff in order. I mean, we do this to make sure that people have some readily available and actionable information. But in the same token, it's good back from being from that hiatus. As we're men who got things to take care of. Otherwise, it seems like the space has been holding it down. Special shout out once again to Uncle D. Special shout out to Obsidian. Special shout out to Kosha. Special shout out to Andre. Obviously, AC over there at the accountability commentary.
Oh yeah, AC,
and of course,
AC and Blackout Channel. Hell yeah.
Yeah, and of course, and everybody else who's been, kind of putting in work and whatnot. Although everybody hasn't been mentioned. Oh, Dr. Thunder. Dr. Thunder has been putting his foot in everybody behind too. So very, very much lots of
and just showing me love, because that was something that was very unexpected. I've been living in LA for about 4 years, bro. It's the first time I got my shit violated like that, and it is what it is. Let me say that first. Secondly, I'll give a shout out to Bernard Riley, man. He's been going hard with the preloads. He's not doing the live shows as much, but he's putting those pre-record videos out. So I see his channel growing. So I'm gonna give Bernard his credit with that. Thirdly, to Lil Big Nate, man. He's one of the few guys out there venturing on the Rumble platform and out there doing his thing. He's going out there and doing things as only Lil Big Nate can do.
Hell yeah. A nuclear Nate. We mess with Nate over here. He be telling it like it is.
Absolutely. So, one of the, many Manosphere cats I met in real life. I met Bernard in real life. I met Nate in real life. Jap in real life. Obsidian in real life. Theo. Ricky Maynard. Pablo. Oh, and my other person, Pablo. Pablo had a good stream today about the Passport Bros.
Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot to mention Pablo. His last 4 or 5 streams just been fire. He's been on it.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's another cat that I met in real life. And all them cats I mentioned met my lady, and so I'm glad that she got to meet the whole space. You know what I'm saying? Like the hard hitters in this space. So she just know we ain't some lame ass niggas out here just talking who can't, do our thing in reality, do our thing in the real world. And I'm glad she got to see the shit. So going forward, man, yeah, I just want to give a shout out to all those members that I just talked about.
All right, bet. And let me shout out in the chat, Mike Reed, always here, and he be holding us down on moderating the pre-records at night when we be streaming. Mike Reed, solid in the house. Matrix Media in the building, and Hermes, man. Salute, fellas. All right, man. We going all right, bet. That's all the house clean and done. All right, let's go. Let's jump to the Hermes. All right, bet. All right, we got everybody up here. All right, let's jump to these clips. We're gonna go wrench contractor, hoop and saw, okay? And let's go. I think this one's from Roger Report. He'd be putting his foot in it with the commentary.
You cannot accept protection from a community when you should be putting into that community and you're not. And as a grown woman, there are certain things you need to do to make sure that you're giving to the community that supports you. 1, you need to make sure you're raising productive children. 2, you need to make sure you're supporting and helping your productive husband. 3, you should also be helping to protect your husband. 4, secondarily, protecting your kids. 5, your priority is your family, not your happiness, not what you want to do with your purpose, not you traveling, not you buying a purse. None of that. Your whole goal should be for those who protect you. You need to make sure you support them to the fullest.
All right, solid. And I picked this one for a reason. You see, they did a good job with the visuals. They got Jada in there. That's current and trending. We know what's going on with her and Will. You got Ebony K. Williams. And he's speaking to the ongoing, let's just say, symptoms in the community that's affecting the culture as a whole. But then using the visuals, you see how it applies to the celebrity culture and then how it translates down to Keisha. Wrench, you want to give me your feedback on that clip?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. First of all, salute to all the brothers on the panel. Salute to the brothers in the chat. Good to be here. When I listened to the clip that you just played, bro, and I was listening very meticulously to make sure that my response would be community. And I think that now we've seen a lot of examples where not only are our counterparts not loyal just in general, but you think about loyalty to their children. We know how that has played out over the last over the last 30, 40 years. You talk about loyalty to your husband. A lot of them are going to play in traffic well beyond the years that they really should be, and try to spin back old and fertile. And their looks are going down the drain. They're on the decline. And another thing I was thinking about as he was talking, if you and a lot of us come from the Black church. I know I come from a Southern Baptist background. What we're starting to see more and more of nowadays is a lot of them are foregoing religion. So if you can't even buckle down and have your own personal relationship with whatever God that you choose, then what are the odds that you're able to buckle down and show some type of loyalty to your partner here, here on earth, here in the real world? So they're foregoing religion for spirituality. A lot of them don't have a desire to be mothers or wives in the years that they really should be going after that. And the brothers are moving accordingly. It's a hell of a time to be alive, bro. I land my plane there.
Solid. I like that. Contractor, what's your take on the clip?
Yes, sir. Salute to you and the panel. I have to agree with our wrench, but I want to take a slightly different view, just a little bit, not too much. Would you mind like playing the clip one more time?
Yeah, you got it. Hold on for 1 second.
You cannot accept protection from a community when you should be putting into that community and you're not. And as a grown woman, there are certain things you need to do to make sure that you're giving to the community that supports you. 1, you need to make sure you're raising productive children. 2, you need to make sure you're supporting and helping your productive husband. 3, you should also be helping to protect your husband. 4, secondarily, protecting your kids. 5, your priority is your family, not your happiness, not what you want to do with your purpose, not you traveling, not you buying a purse. None of that. Your whole goal should be for those who protect you. You need to make sure you support them to the fullest.
Okay. How many of you brothers know a woman that's done any of that looks like you? How many of you brothers can say you met a broad from our community that checks off that list right there?
Not the whole list. It'd be piecemeal.
Yeah, exactly. They don't understand the mission. And if you can't understand the mission, then goddamn it, what real use are you? It's Ja Cole, but literally as a man out here, you got to understand the mission. Provide, protect. And if it come down to it, then I'll lay my life down. You can't even get a hot meal from these hoes. So they ain't provide for you. They ain't provide for the kids. They ain't doing nothing, bro. They just out here sitting back, waiting to be taken care of, like some bird in some gilded cage. It's weird, yo. It's also frustrating. I'm not gonna say all, but too many. The vast majority of these modern women have literally discarded everything that they supposed to be doing on some, well, maybe one day I'll get rich, or maybe one day I'll find some man that's rich, or N-word, Hardy R is rich. That's their game plan. They're not trying to do none of that. Like even with what's old girl's name? Cardi B. Like she was like, yeah, I don't cook, I don't clean, but her husband showed she does. But that's their mindset. Like to get a woman to check off each and every box that does that, and over here, bro, that's like trying to find and fucking wrestle down a unicorn, bro. They're rebellious. They're rebellious, and they don't want to do that shit. They ain't trying to be all that for you because they don't see this. They don't see enough value in you to even fake like that. or fake like they could be that for you. But I'll leave it there.
Solid. I agree with that. Also, Hoop, I could play that back for you if you want.
Yeah, go and run it.
You cannot accept protection from a community when you should be putting into that community and you're not. And as a grown woman, there are certain things you need to do to make sure that you're giving to the community that supports you. 1, you need to make sure you're raising productive children. 2, you need to make sure you're supporting and helping your productive husband. 3, you should also be helping to protect your husband. 4, secondarily, protecting your kids. 5, your priority is your family, not your happiness, not what you want to do with your purpose, not you traveling, not you buying a purse. None of that. Your whole goal should be for those who protect you. You need to make sure you support them to the fullest.
Hey, salute Gail at night. Thanks for dropping by, huh? And Lion 917, I see you, homie. That's all you, Hoop.
Yeah, man. You know, it's like a holy trinity that a lot of women just don't understand how to be a part of. First off, it talked about your children, raising children the proper way, not in a way that, you know, is indicative of you trying to usurp, I guess, your dating life and trying to reinvigorate that through your kid. We see it all the time when single mothers basically dress their kids in the same garb as the guys they date. Somebody tell me I'm lying.
You ain't lying at all. Son husband shit.
Exactly. Second wise, family. A lot of women are, I should kind of say it. They're selfish, and they're not selfish in the means that they're just like only want me. They don't know how to surrender themselves. And by that, I mean, a lot of women, they, absolve that me mentality because that's all they know. It's like let me put it this way. When you go as a coach and you look for players, a lot of players just look to shoot 3 points. And in the dating market, women are literally 3-point shooters who don't understand the mid-range.
He said they 3-point shooters? That's good.
Right. They looking for because everybody like 3-pointers. See, 3-pointers make everybody stand up out their seats if you shoot a deep 3-pointer. But they don't want to shoot the mid-range. They don't want to work on inside post game. So in the dating market, and I'm saying this, Hoop Jargon saying this from his own dating experience, it's easy to weed these broads out. And what they don't understand is you never really developed left hand. Let me put it that way in sports reference. So you just so right-handed, you just want to shoot 3-pointers and nothing else, but you ain't got no left hand. You can't use your offhand. You can't utilize the mid-range. So basically, there's no nuance to your dating style. And that's where they lose. And then thirdly, just being submissive. Like, we live in this society, man, like women literally think that you're going to outdo a man. But oh, by the way, I want a guy who's this alpha male, who's this high earner, but I want to say and do what the fuck I want to do, at carte blanche. That does not exist. And I say that because in my own applied life, gentlemen, panel, listening audience, I talk to women. And the problem is, you're too big for your own britches, man. Because this dude who don't exist, who you want, you say I want, again, this alpha male earning, and shout out to Pablo, we talked about on the stream saying, dude earning $75K and more, which is not normal. The average black man earns about $50K. So you want this unicorn, and you never ask yourself, what does that nigga want back? nigga who is tall over 6 foot. I mean, me personally, I'm 6'7", so I can pick what the fuck I want. And I've been with the lady I've been with almost 3 years, and the gentleman I named in my preamble, they all see my lady, and I've been happily with her for the last 3 years and going forward. But I tell her, just like, you know, I can get what the fuck I want when me and you broke up, and I told her you could get what you fuck you want too, because rare people attract rare, results. But to juxtapose, that preamble I laid out, there's so many women that you think that you can just, I want this, that, and this, and I that, and this, and that, and it does not work that way. So it's just interesting to see how, well, let me say this. It's beautiful that these panels exist, so you actually can put these words out there so you understand that, listen, the dating market is tough. Mating and dating is tough. Your responsibility is tough. So if you want this protection that you say, listen, it comes at a cost. And if you're not willing to be a person who will pair bond with a man that you want all these boxes checked, don't be upset when you fall short of what you would make, because maybe, just maybe, the guy that you wants something back more than what you want. And I'll land a plane there.
All right, well played, sir. And by the way, I see you use the word preamble twice. Very well played, sir.
Appreciate it.
So I can play it back for you, man.
Hey, before we do, I just wanted to do a quick check just to see if Dusty Nuts in the backstage.
No, sir.
Okay. All right. Yeah, go on ahead, give it a run.
All right, bet. Here you go.
You cannot accept protection from a community when you should be putting into that community and you're not. And as a grown woman, there are certain things you need to do to make sure that you're giving to the community that supports you. 1, you need to make sure you're raising productive children. 2, you need to make sure you're supporting and helping your productive husband. 3, you should also be helping to protect your husband. 4, secondarily, protecting your kids. 5, your priority is your family, not your happiness, not what you want to do with your purpose, not you traveling, not you buying a purse. None of that. Your whole goal should be, for those who protect you, you need to make sure you support them to the fullest.
And shout out to whoever's editing Roger's shorts. The visuals with the audio is done very well. That's all you saw.
You know what? That's a very clear and defined way of really delineating roles. And there's nothing wrong with that. You want the protection. You want the freedom to, speak how you want. You want, the pleasures in life. You want to go to Macy's. You want to go to, shop on, all these other, Fred Siegel or, Rodeo or whatnot. Second time that was mentioned today, by the way, in a few other places. And at the same time, have no accountability. I mean, people just want to sit and celebrate between, being a child and an adult. You want to cherry pick the advantages of both. And that's not really how life works. It's just not. I feel that at the end of the day, the chickens are coming home to roost, and the only way that anybody would have changed is an environment. So all that protection, which turned into a pedestal, eventually is going away, because between us, we're the only thing between chaos and everything else. That's what people don't understand. And so when chaos comes knocking at your doorstep, then all of a sudden you want the sort of veil of protection, security, order. And Now you're met with indifference. And guess what? We just don't even care anymore. That's just what it is. And I'll land my plane there.
Well played, sir. All right, everybody go. All right, everybody dropping bars tonight. Yo, salute. We got all right, Dusty, you showed up. Saul, but looking for you. Give me a sound check. You there, Dusty? You got unmute you. Yo, step closer to the phone, homie.
Can you hear me?
You sound muffled.
Here, 1 second, fellas.
That's better. That's better.
Better now?
No.
How's that sound?
No. You was perfect like a second ago. But you want a headset?
How about now?
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
No.
One. Okay. Hello? Dusty.
I'm right here, boss.
Bang, perfect. All right, give me a sound check. Give me a 1-2.
1 2 1 2.
All right, yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. All right, cool. We just finished up a round robin. We got hoop on a time schedule. We're gonna jump into the sports segment, and then we're gonna run through the rest of the clip. So sit tight for a quick second. Hoop. All right. You ready? I'm gonna play your intro and we're gonna do it.
Let's get it.
All right, Phil, hold on. I didn't turn down the volume on the nigga. Hold on.
That's how we do it. You're in the mix. You're in the mix.
All right, bet. Let's run your intro. Hey,
What's
Saul,
up? What's up?
Yeah, what's up? Saul produced your intro, by the way, so you know what I'm saying?
Nah, that shit dope. I'm fucking with it. Appreciate that. Well, I appreciate the intro, and let me run through the sports wrap down. Like, listen, man. First, I'm gonna start with, if you guys are not down with the boy, Wembanyama, who is a 7'4" center for the San Antonio Spurs, you are lacking. You lacking big time. This cat is blocking dudes 3-point shots like steps away. If you guys don't know how the NBA game goes, nobody blocks 3-pointers. This dude Wembanyama is a human cheat code. 7'4", can run the floor like a gazelle. He's from France. Y'all check him out. Wemby. He's his social media handle is @Wemby. If you guys are not on Wembanyama, you guys are doing yourself a big disservice. So check your boy out. Now, there's a lot of storylines going on with the NBA, but it's just preseason, and I don't give a shit about preseason. But if you ain't talking about Wemby, you're big tripping. All right, let's move on to week 7 with the NFL football season. As we see, the Bears have beat the Raiders 30-12. Two bum-ass teams, so ain't nothing to talk about past that. And listen, man, the Browns and the Colts, 39-38. Then again, these are two bum-ass teams. But I wonder what's going on with your boy Deshaun Watson, man. Deshaun Watson threw 5 passes. He's 1 for 5. He came off of his quote-unquote injury or his, self-improve. It's hard these days to kind of nail niggas down to like, okay, I need you to perform every week because people got this mental health shit going on, and I'm not trying to diminish mental health. It gets a little old. However, PJ Walker, who was the MVP of the USFL like 2 years ago, he had 15 for 32, 178 yards, and no touchdowns, but 1 interception. And he actually won the game 39-28 over the Indianapolis Colts. I got to give PJ his credit, big man, because we talking about a guy coming from the XFL, and he came to NFL as a quarterback, and he's doing his damn thing. Let's move forward. Another good game to note is the Ravens versus the Lions. The Ravens beat that ass like when you came home late from curfew. Now, listen, the Lions are a good football team. They got Jared Goff. You got Amon-Ra St. Brown, who is their marquee receiver. But Lamar Jackson whooped that ass again, like he came home late from curfew with 38-6. And listen, that's a quality win. So listen, man, I don't hoop jogging in particular. I don't love rushing quarterbacks. But Lamar Jackson, 21 for 27 for 357 yards, 3 touchdowns. I ain't got nothing to say about that. Odell Beckham Jr. had five catches for 49 yards. And listen, the decline is real. The decline is real. However, that's another weapon for Lamar Jackson. So salute to the Ravens for that beatdown that they gave to the Lions. That's a quality win. Another game to put your mind. Listen, I got to talk about Simp. Hooray! Russell Wilson. He had a good game day. They beat the Packers 19-17. Now, it was a defensive struggle. However, I got to give Russell Wilson his props. 20 for 29. That's good. For 194 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 sack. He did his damn thing. Because one thing, listen, man, I'm not the guy. I'm not going to give you too much scrutiny. I'm going to give you the respect you deserve. Moving forward, the battle of Alabama quarterbacks, former Alabama quarterbacks on the same team. That would be Miami versus Philadelphia. That would be Tua Tagovailoa versus Jalen Hurts. And it was 31-17 advantage Philadelphia Eagles. Now, this game came out late because it was a good game, going the whole way. So Tua, who is leading right now, the NFL's #1 offense, if you guys do not know what's going on. Today, he was 23 for 32 for 216 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. But the guy he replaced at Alabama in 2019, you guys remember, Jalen Hurts had a better day. 23 for 31 for 279 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. So it just, I got to say this. It's just so funny how 2 guys who played for the same program, when one guy took over the other guy, 4 years down the road, one guy is kind of exponentially better than the other. We're talking about Jalen Hurts because Jalen Hurts went to the NFL Super Bowl last year, as we all know. Tua is still trying to find his way, stop being hurt and all that good stuff. So it's just funny how things, turn out when you get to the highest level, which is the NFL. So the Chiefs beat the Chargers 31-17. Nothing really talk about that. The Chiefs taking care of business like they always do. And I got to say this too. The Atlanta Falcons is a team you got to look out for. The Atlanta Falcons are right now atop of the NFC South, which is not saying much because that conference is horrible. However, they got these young pieces that are going to metastasize later. Now, their backup quarterback, Desmond Ridder, went for 19 for 25, which is a great percentage, for 250 yards. Now, Bijan Robinson, who is the cash cow, or the bell cow, as it were, in the running game, only went for 3 yards today. He only had 1 carry. Now, he got hurt. I believe he got hurt. But Tyler Allegier, 21 carries for 59 yards. And the Atlanta Falcons they eked out a good victory to stay atop of the NFC South. So as we go forward, you know what? As a matter of fact, I want to turn the wheels to the college landscape, because the college landscape, I gotta be real with y'all. This is gonna be the best you've seen in a long time because the parity is real. I counted this earlier at work today. In the Pac-12, which will be defunct next year, has 5 teams in the top 25. Count them. 5 teams in the top 25. And this is a conference that will not exist next year. The SEC has, I believe, 6 teams in the top 25. Big 12 has 2 teams, and the Big 10, has 4 teams in the top 25. So there's a lot of parity. So as we go down the list, Michigan and Michigan State, which is a big rivalry, they beat the Duds. Man, shout out to Marlon Lawrence. I say, watch the Duds beat the dust off them boys, 49-0. That's a huge victory. So going down to Big Ten play, Ohio State beats Penn State 20-12. Great in-state rivalry. In-conference rivalry. Now going forward, everybody in the panel, if you could tell me that Duke and North Carolina would be top 25, what sport would you say that they'll be akin to?
Basketball.
We already know what time that is.
And both these teams are in top 25 right now. Football. God damn it, who jogging ain't making this up? This is real talk. So Duke took that L to Florida State in their in-conference rival, in the ACC conference, 38-20. And I gotta give Duke a lot of credit though. Duke they've been in there like swimwear, but they called that issue by number 4 Florida State. And I know I called hell week 1. Florida football is gonna be in that championship talk. That just is what it is. Shout out to my guy Salty Ball. So let's talk about Pac-12 competition. Arizona State, the same Arizona State that barely lost to Coach Prime last week. You say, oh, you barely beat Arizona State, because I did a whole stream yesterday and say, oh, well, the Buffaloes barely beat Arizona State. You know who barely beat them? Number 5 Washington, 15-7. They barely beat them. So listen, to all the Coach Prime boo birds, listen, man, suck a duck. Because I'm going to tell you, next week, I live out here in Los Angeles. I'm going to the game. Me and my lady, we going to against the game with UCLA versus Colorado. So stay tuned. I'm going to have film, and I'm going to send it to Stahl. I'm going to send it to Machismo. And we're going to see what we can do, man. I'm going to show y'all what's going down. Hoop Jargon will be in the building next week. That's a little teaser alert. So Oklahoma, number 6, almost lost to UCF, an unranked opponent. Listen, that's what makes college football so great. When people say, oh, Coach Prime lost to Stanford last week, okay. Oklahoma won 31-29 against UCF, and they won by averting a 2-point conversion. UCF was winning this whole football game. Listen, college football parity is real. Hoop Jargon told you first. So let me move down the list. University of Texas, number 8, barely eked by University of Houston, 31-24. Listen, I'm from Houston. I say fuck University of Houston because I hate them. I don't know why. I don't have a good reason why. I just don't. But University of Texas pulled the victory out. Oregon beats Washington State, 38-24. And another loss. North Carolina loses to Virginia, 27-31. Unranked opponent. North Carolina's ranked number 10. Parity is real. Going down the list, Alabama wins 34-20. And Tennessee was winning this game most of the time, but Alabama got their shit together. Shout out to Coach Nick Saban. And they pulled the victory out by 2 touchdowns, 34-20. Another good game to talk about. Utah versus USC. Utah, number 14, beats USC with Caleb Williams, who everybody's consensus the number 1 draft pick. He takes another L 2 weeks in a row. Utah, 34-32 on the road. It's the dub. They get the dub on the road. Oh, I got to say this too. In the SEC, Ole Miss beats Auburn 28-21. So you see a lot of good scores with teams that should not, quote unquote, be in the same realm as another team. And that's what makes college sports so great. Because every week what we're seeing consistently is teams are beating teams they should not be in the same ballpark with. Or teams are coming close to beating teams they should not be in the same ballpark with. But that's all I got for this week, man. Listen, parity is going to go even further as we go further into the college football World Series. I'm sorry, the playoff. You're going to see more games be more tighter. Oh, as we go off, I got to give the Texas Rangers their props. They beat my Houston Astros, I think 9-3 today. So it's going to send to Game 7 in the ALCS, and the winner goes to the World Series. So as we know, it's been a series of literally the road team has won every game in this baseball series. And I know I'm talking amongst a lot of brothers. We don't watch baseball like that. But if you ain't watching this series, you're missing out. You're missing out. Game 7 will be tomorrow. Astros versus the Rangers. It's a damn good series. Hoop Joe, I can tell you first. And with that, I'll land my plane. Thank you so much, brother, for letting me have the platform to say what I... Oh, no. Let me say this, too. If you guys not watching the SWAC, which is the Southwestern Atlantic Conference, or the MEAC, the Mid-Eastern Atlantic Conference, which is 2 HBCU conferences, y'all are missing some good football, too. And next week, I'm going to run down those scores, too. But I got to say, the heroes of this week is going to be North Carolina Central, who beat Morgan State University with a really good football game, and Jackson State, who beat Mississippi Valley on ESPN, which is a really good football game as well. So y'all tune y'all ears to black college football as well. And with that, I land my plane. Thank you, gentlemen.
Yo, Hoop, man, you really good at this, bro. You really good at this. I'm up. Because I'm up there. I'm up here watching the screen while you giving a rundown, and I'm like, it's like watching like Sports Center and shit, man. You really good at this, bro. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my man. I'm gonna put his banner on the screen one more time. And he's got his podcast. I normally be seeing it go on Sundays. It's Cowboy thing, but him and the brothers on there, man, they be running it down pretty much on the Cowboys, but football in general. It's a really good watch for all the sports fans out there. Definitely subscribe to my brother's channel. Oh, we got Ray Hama in the house. Spell. All right, hold on. Let me add old boy to the panel real quick. Yo, Ray, you there?
Hey, what's up, brothers? What's up, y'all? How y'all doing, man?
Yo, what's up, man? All right, good. I sent the link out to you. Bet. All right, Hoop just finished up his the sports rundown. So you right in time. We actually about to get back to the show. What's up with you, man?
Oh shit, man, nothing, man. I came in when y'all was talking about sports. I was actually over on Kev, Black Man Brutally Honest. I was over his channel. I was on the Smoke Show. Yeah, he's getting into it with a nigga over there, Rael, and them, you know what I mean, other MANOSPHERE haters.
Okay.
So,
all right, bet. So we about to pick the show back up with the clips. We running round robin. Whatchamacallit? I'm about to actually play the next clip. So we're gonna do our wrench contractor, Hoop, Dusty. Well, actually, and then Ray, and then we'll do Saul. We got a big panel tonight, so which is actually a good thing. So let me switch the background real quick, and let's get back to the show. All right, I want to thank everybody for coming by, man. Like I said, we was off last week. Everybody doing housekeeping and whatnot. So we starting season 3 off fresh, and it's good to see everybody here. All right, I'm gonna jump into this next clip. Let me preface this. So we just ran down the Roger joint in terms of those talking points. This one is a throwback clip because it's a conversation in the 60s, 70s era, and I lined these clips up in this order for a particular reason to show. There's the talking points about women being a backbone of the community, blah 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 blah, and that where the men was at. Well, this clip in particular shows, because this is right before the passing of the Civil Rights Act, it shows that the women having the same talking points and attitude that they have now. But this is when the black men was involved. Because they killed off all the Fred Hamptons and stuff like that and locked them up, and then we had the cracker. So these is men actively active in these conversations, having the conversation I'm about to roll to one. All right. Actually, actively, I'm reading the back chat. My bad, y'all. Actually, having the conversations, and you see in real time the brothers saying what we saying now, and when they was in the community, and now that the brothers has been removed, there's no pushback, and it makes sense about where we at right now. So I wanted to put that in context before I play that. So I'm gonna play, and then we're gonna run wrench contract. All right, let's go.
We're not asking for you to take a back seat. We're saying that you have got to be astute enough and can view the situation well enough where you just automatically know what your role is and step back. And whenever you want to have that aggressive thing, this is a thing that the young black man today is not going to tolerate. My old man tolerated it because his old man tolerated it. It came up for years and years and years. But today, the young black man is not going to take it. He's going to be out there as a leader.
White America has used black women to keep the black male in his place. And you're still aiding him by saying, well, we are qualified, we want to work, we can help.
Damn it. God damn it. Ain't they saying the same thing we saying right now? This 70 years ago.
Exact same
So
shit.
they acting, so all this acting like they don't know. They say we done went through 70 years of the bullshit to end up right back at the same point where the niggas is saying the same thing. Like, and they saying the same, the guys before us. So this is what I'm saying. They completely derailed us, and the women was complicit. And he's saying it right there. They've been using y'all against us to put us in our place. And then what they do, they killed all these niggas, locked all these niggas up, cracked them up. And here we are right back in the same space having the same conversation. But this time they ain't even sitting down talking to. And also, do you see that it's the unattractive with the glasses, feminist woman there at the forefront of that shit? And what we got a bunch of femcel bitches on the internet now. I had to get that off my chest. Rich, what you got to say? It's the same shit, my nigga.
Yeah, it's the exact same shit, bro. I think even up until recently, I think that a lot of brothers didn't account for how unaccountable they would be. I think a lot of them approached the conversation with a logical breakdown, right? And what I think a lot of them didn't really count on is the fact that even when presented with facts, data, statistics, that they would still try and move the needle. So I'm sorry, try and move the goalposts. But one of the things that I think that we're doing now that a lot of our elders didn't do is we're saying that, okay, we're going to break it down by class, right? When I say break it down by class, that means that shout out to the brother, the Passport Bros. The Passport Bros are saying that, all right, you're not the type of woman that I want to get into an agreement with. So I'm going to go and fish in another lake, right? And those women are going to be of the class and ilk that that I know I deserve based on the work that I've put out into this world. The other piece that I think that a lot of the brothers back then didn't do is really draw a line politically and say that, okay, if you want to be aligned to this system, we're just going to pick the lesser of two evils. What they don't understand is that for those who decide to lean a lot more conservative or however anybody votes, we definitely have to do something different than what we've been doing in the past, which means that we've been voting Democrat since I can last remember, right? So this system that they are so married to, this system that they are so committed to, what we're saying is, all right, we understand that the community as it is a shit show. And there are certain parts of it that we do want to maintain. But we're going to build something anew. And what we're going to build in the place of what we currently have right now, we'll be watching what was burned from the windows of this new community that we are going to put together. So shout out to them for riding the broken donkey, but and salute to the brothers on this side of the line that are doing the work to build something different. I'll land my plane there.
Spot on, my G. Yo, salute Andre from Love Crossing Borders, man. Thanks for stopping by, bro. We reviewed and reacted to your pull up on Mr. Lecco 2 weeks ago, and I see Obsidian expanded on that this week. So salute to you, bro. You for representing for the brothers out here, pulling up on the simps and addressing all of the misandry and false propaganda for the brothers traveling and trying to exert some self-determination. Appreciate it. And if you want to come up, we dropped the link for you too. Your contractor. You want me to run that back for you, Playboy?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I think when we look back at older films like this, yes, it's documentation. It clearly shows that they're having the same argument that we're having today, right? But the argument is different in the sense that they came from an era where the women were still women. At this juncture, these minds will be beasts. They're not. These ain't women. They're goddamn creatures at this point. They've been allowed to just do anything and everything. Sukiana, Sexy Red. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the full atavistic behavior, unrestrained and uncontrolled.
Yeah, exactly. So back when they were having that argument, those were still women to a certain extent. Now, nah, bro. Nah. That behavior is all right. I'm not gonna say that. That behavior is not appropriate for anyone, any culture, any time, any place. But we've been told that we need to sit back and just accept it. Here's the problem. Brothers had enough decency to sit back and talk to those sisters and let them know where they were at and how they were falling off right then in that moment. And as you can see, nothing changed or nothing positive. It's just gotten worse. It's just gotten worse. I think us as men, we've invested too much stock into speaking with them like they really comprehend and or care what we have to say. We can clearly see 70 years later, after all that conversation and like let's rejoin and let's rebuild and all that, them hoes just did whatever the fuck they wanted. They kept going down that they kept going down that path of destruction.
And this completely invalidates all these modern day hoteps. I just wanted to throw that in there.
Facts. It does. So we've been having a fucking 70-year argument. That bitch ain't listening. It doesn't matter what you say or what you do. She ain't listening because she doesn't have to. She got government to rely on. You know what I mean? It's a horrible situation, bro. It really is. But there's nothing much you or I could do about it outside of just going on about our business and making a life somewhere else with women that don't act like that will listen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
It's been 7 years.
If you can't snag yourself one of the 10 or 15% unicorns here, and even if you do, there ain't enough of them to go around. Exactly, bro. So I'll leave it there, man. I'll leave it there. But 7 years and ain't nothing changed. Bro. No, I agree 100%. Hoop then grabbed himself one of the unicorns. But on that note, Hoop, you want me to run it back, or you got you got your commentary on that clip in particular?
Yeah, go and run it, bro.
Okay.
We're not asking for you to take a back seat. We're saying that you have got to be astute enough and can view the situation well enough where you just automatically know what your role is and step back. And whenever you want to have that aggressive thing, this is a thing that the young black man today is not going to tolerate. My old man tolerated it because his old man tolerated it. It came up for years and years and years. But today, the young black man is not going to take it. He's going to be out there as a leader.
White America has used black women to keep the black male in his place. And you're still aiding him by saying, well, we are qualified, we want to work, we can help.
And the context of this is that this is the 60s, 70s era. And you see the black men right there in the forefront, but it's almost they're using the exact same talking points we're using here in the manosphere. Like the system has used the black woman as a proxy to hold us back and blah 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 blah. Like they're using the same talking points, and basically that y'all got to get in line. We're not standing behind no woman, and also y'all are working against us at every turn. And this is happening during the pro-black movement. Do you understand what I'm saying? And they're echoing a lot of the same talking points we're having right now. And this is over 70 years ago. What's your take on that?
Well, I'm gonna keep it simple, man. This is like where men of other races. This is where they bargain. And by bargain, I mean this is where this is what it is. Take it or leave it. And in our community, we have this hard, long, struggling thing where men, we teeter with this shit. Because to your point, in the 70s, this is, this is what it should have been a long time ago.
Well, like I said, bear in mind that a lot of these dudes got killed during that era. You understand? Like, they wiped these strong black, they wiped them out, locked them up. Feel me?
Fair enough. Cool. And what we gotta understand is if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. Because reality is this. I always say this, and this is our biggest problem with Black America. We don't see progression past our lifespan. Let me say that again. We don't see progression past our lifespan, meaning we have this thing where like we want to see change in our lifespan. Where other cultures understand that it's bigger than me. It's bigger than my lifespan. It's me adhering to something that is right, something that is righteous, and not in a religious sense. Righteous doesn't mean this is the right thing to do. So I'm willing to live past, I'm willing to die on my ideology. And this goes to like insurance. With Black brothers understand, like when you die, if you have your life insurance intact, your progeny benefits from it. And we almost have this short-sighted view that like we got to do everything while we're on this earth. And in reality is no. Reality is the system in place supersedes your lifespan. So in this instance, you gotta understand and listen, man, there's some women who just won't be on your program. But if you stand on principle, you stand on code, guess what? You'll find the right one. And the right one will pass your shit. And reality is it's gonna go past your lifespan. So with all that being said, is if we just understand that, listen, you stay on code, you have an upstanding, ideology, it's gonna keep permeating forward. It's scary because you may not be able to see it through in your natural life. But if you put the right shit forward, the right shit keeps going forward. And we all got our opinions about the afterlife and how can you observe it, from what perspective. We can't call it. But what we do know is life and culture proceeds past a person's individual lifespan. So if we could just understand that, listen, we put the right shit forward, we put our progeny, our offspring in the right aspect, we would get good results. And we got to be unapologetic about it. So that's what I got to say about that.
All right, solid. I like that take. Real quick, Salute Hot Sauce just joined the panel. You sound check. Can you hear me, bro? Hot Sauce.
Yeah. Sorry, I was muted. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no problem. All right, salute, man. Thanks for dropping by, man. We got a big panel tonight. So we running it down. Whatchamacallit? I'm gonna jump to Dusty, Ray Hama, and then it's going to be you and Saul. Okay. So
okay. Let me go after Saul. I got something to do right now. So please, if I can go last, that'd be awesome.
No, well, why don't we do you next then? Since you gotta get up out of here, you know what I'm saying? Why don't we?
No. I can stay. I just need to do something right now for like the next 10 minutes.
All right, cool. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll put you last, and I'll put you on the next.
Yeah. Thanks.
All right. Solid. All right. Good. I got. And Hoop, how you doing for time? You? He's out. Is he out of here? He's out of here. All right. Cool. Panel keep rearranging on me. All right. Bet. Dusty, you want me to run this back for you, Playboy? Dusty, you gotta unmute yourself, bro. All right, let's skip him. Ray, you there?
Yeah, bro, I'm here, man.
All right, bet. Want me to run the clip back for you?
Yeah, you can, brother. Yeah, you can.
All right, bet.
Yeah, I enjoy your clips anyway, bro.
All right. Yeah, and give me your commentary. Hold on, I'm gonna run it back and then
We're not asking for you to take a back seat. We're saying that you have got to be astute enough and can view the situation well enough where you just automatically know what your role is and step back. And whenever you want to have that aggressive thing, this is a thing that the young black man today is not going to tolerate. My old man tolerated it because his old man tolerated it. It came up for years and years and years. But today, the young black man is not going to take it. He's going to be out there as a leader.
White America has used black women to keep the black male in his place. And you're still aiding him by saying, well, we are qualified, we want to work, we can help.
Salute Coach Lamont in the chat, too. I see you, Playboy. Thanks for stopping by. Yo, Ray, what's your take on that, man?
Oh, brother, man. You see, I didn't know how deep this went until like 3.5 years ago, man. Through big bros like, Black Ram, 303, BGS, and, realizing, dude, so y'all been in this kind of servitude for the white man for this long. And y'all been knowing of the tools of feminism that y'all been using. And then like y'all was talking about earlier, how they was acting like, that they don't know what they're doing. It's like, okay, I'm whipping you with this whip, but I want you to think, that I'm not whipping you with this whip. It's crazy. And so my mother, she done the same thing, and I had to check her on that, time she come over. And I told her, hey, I know of your fuckery. I told her just like that, hey, I don't wear this homo symbol for no reason. I'm ready to fight the world, for this. And the brother in the clip, he said it right. He said, man, young men today ain't taking it no more. We ain't dealing with it. Because the men, of the past, of how long they have put up with it. And he's right. So therefore, that's why we got strong brothers now, just like Big Bro, Background 313 and many others, that have installed like such, strength in us now. There's reinforced this righteousness within us, which is of us, doing what God has planned us to do, which is to go out there, and to be a man, and to seek greatness, but the thing is, this feminism shit gets in the way. I'm gonna tell you the truth, and it's been really irritating. And everywhere I go, they may say, hey, you ain't gotta deal with it, man, so why keep talking about this stuff? Machismo, man, why you keep talking about this, man? Blah blah, and they'll tell everyone that. So it's like those dudes, I believe, are agents. And I'm like, come on, man, this shit goes this deep. You can't just say, okay, put out a video of your stance of standing against this feminist shit and, boom, and that's it. No, we're going to have to keep on fighting, showing that we're taking a stance against this shit, of getting in the way of our success as men. Because a lot of this feminist shit, which is what we've seen on here right now in this clip, gets in the way of men's success by like on the job and work. Man can't do his work, and yes it does, brother. Yes it does. I don't care what you say. You know what I mean? Because I'm not a father. You feel me? And they got in the way of plenty of my gigs. You know, one motherfucker, I had to slam on concrete, dude, at a damn warehouse. He was on his little fit. I'm not playing, man. I'm not playing with none of these human beings with this shit here. And he's right. Salute to old school. I don't know if these brothers in this old clip still living, but salute to them for what they said in that. And that we gotta take a stand, bro. And Brother Kev, what he said tonight was right, man. He showed a picture of a black man where a black man was uniting, you know, for a cause and shit. And you know, he said, I don't understand why motherfuckers gonna do the reverse of what's on this picture, which is basically us taking a stance and being really united. And they gotta see that. They can't see us doing this infighting bullshit, man. You know, it's nerve-wracking. You know, and I can't stand motherfuckers with this hot and cold shit. You know, you cannot be on no hot and cold shit with me. Not in my force. Not in my force. It's straight solid, straight ironclad brotherhood. Because then if you're not, then that means you're on the side of being the type of dude that will throw his brother under the bus for a piece of pink slip, probably just for a damn whiff. And then your ass come back, man, then want to come back to your bro. Hey, bro, can you help me out? Man, my car. No, fuck you. Once you go call AAA bitch, that bitch that you threw me on the bus, go. You're dismissed. You're exiled from this kingdom. And I'll let him right there.
All right, spot on. I actually agree with you with that. A lot of content creators being on that hot and cold. So I actually agree with you on that. Saul, you back, Playboy? Saul, can you hear me? You gotta unmute yourself.
You don't hear me?
I can hear you now. You have to unmute yourself. You want me to run the clip back for you?
Yeah, go on ahead.
All right.
We're not asking for you to take a back seat. We're saying that you have got to be astute enough and can view the situation well enough where you just automatically know what your role is and step back. And whenever you want to have that aggressive thing, this is a thing that the young black man today is not going to tolerate. My old man tolerated it because his old man tolerated it. It came up for years and years and years. But today, the young black man is not going to take it. He's going to be out there as a leader.
White America has used black women to keep the black male in his place. And you're still aiding them by saying, well, we are qualified, we want to work, we can help.
This has been going on for years, and I wonder why it's fragmented. I wonder what happened or whatnot. I mean, obviously, there's been a sort of effort to, you know, disrupt this sort of conversation or whatnot, because obviously, who did the Negro family again? Once again, it was a University of Chicago educated sociologist.
Talking about the Moynihan report.
E. Franklin Frazier.
Yeah, right. E. Franklin Frazier.
He spoke of this too. Okay, as far as, you know, black middle class women who, you know, take upon this sort of mindset of, you know, this sort of, you know, chasing Becky and that sort of mentality or whatnot, you know, and all this could be, you know, traced back to even further than that. I mean, you have women's suffrage where you have people who are willing to be spat on and put in the back of a parade because they hated black men so much. So, I mean, this has been going on and on for years. And I'm glad that, you know, we all have gotten a way to finally not just take notes from town to town. We're taking notes time through time. This is a temporal project that we're going through right now, where we're just kind of, you know, chronicling all of this right now and acting on it. And it's not going away. That's what's funny about it. It's almost like, you know, they accuse us of quote unquote having a bro code, and that's just basic things when it comes to manliness, you know. But I mean, there's obviously some sort of sister code that's been going on. Anytime it comes up, I mean, hell, it's more serious than bringing up something associated with the Bushido or more secretive than the mafia stuff when it comes to them, you know. But I'm glad people are actually shedding light to it. There's actionable steps. There's people promoting a level of collaborativeness, and just kind of point out the facts for what they are, and nobody's feeling like their individual case or whatnot. I mean, one could say, oh, these were a radical group of 10 to 20% of women who's just vocal. But guess what? Y'all neutral bitches are complicit in it too because y'all haven't said anything. And this
that's the point Blizzard King be making.
Yeah, on and on.
Yeah, the silent complicity.
Yeah, silent complicity, because guess what? There's a benefit. So you know what? At this point, fuck y'all too. And so everybody, I mean, this whole motherfucking house is gonna burn down. You thinking, yeah, the main house is gonna burn down. I'm gonna detract your garage. Guess what? One spark is gonna jump on that ass too. All of the environment is fucked up because y'all wanted it to be this way. And I land my plane there.
Solid. Yo, hot sauce, you back?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm here.
You need me to run it back?
No, I don't. Thank you. So I'll just give my
prepared, man. You always prepared.
I appreciate you. So I'll give you my response in a couple ways. So first, I don't know who said it first, but he said that we don't have a forward vision. We can't see beyond ourselves, and that was probably the biggest mistake of our freedom fighters, the late great Malcolm X, the late great Martin Luther King, the late great David Abernathy, right? They were fighting a problem of systemic racism and Jim Crow, and they were very successful at defeating that, I would say. But however, the part where I guess they missed, because I don't want to say that they failed us, because they were dealing with a lot, right?
You're talking about the men?
Yeah. I don't want to say.
No, I agree. I made that point earlier. The majority of them got killed. Let's be real.
Right. So, but I think the problem is with Black America is that we don't understand what solutions look like. Solutions look like a 15, 20-year situation. So, for example, right now, the Manosphere is talking about solutions, and the more effective we are is we need to be talking about solutions for people who are in the 8th grade right now, for kids who are in the 8th grade right now. We don't have solutions for Generation X and late millennials. We're here.
Facts.
Right?
Facts, I agree.
Either we burn our resources, either we burn our intellectual power trying to fix us, which doesn't work, or we use our resources and burn our intellectual power to focus on the next generation of children.
I agree.
Because if we don't do that, then we're no better than the Black women we claim that are not our women. Because if they are not our women, then we all, if children are our children, then we have to say, okay, hey, we need to do things that's going to be that so you can live better than how I live. You're going to have better children. You're going to have better options of dating and marrying than what I have, right? So we need to talk about solutions like that. And one of the things is like Passport Bros, like Richie Mack and Andre Love Crossing Borders, right? Looking for places where we can marry women and have children with, and hopefully our children can marry each other, right? Because we have raised them right. We have raised them in two-parent households. We have raised them in good cultures, right? But we need to start thinking about what we can do to better improve the children, because otherwise our children is going to have, because we're talking about stuff that's 70 years from now. Our children are going to be talking about things that they were talking about 100 years from now, because 70 plus 30, right? When they're 30 years old, they're going to talk about that. So I guess the challenge or the call to action is, what are we going to do? Are we going to set inroads as far as getting your passport, kids, go to college, go to high school, whatever, and then after that, do what the Europeans do, go abroad? Because Europeans do it all the time. All Europeans do that. Go abroad, go to hostels, get life experiences, and then settle in different communities. Because right now, the reason why Black women are not your women, and the reason why you cannot work with Black women, because not only did Black women, this is 90%. The reason why you cannot work with Black women is because Black women put themselves over their children. There's no race on history that you can see where women chose themselves over their children. And what does that look like, Hot Sauce? It looks like this. Women chose to get educated, get master's degrees at the detriment of Black boys not able to read past the 4th grade level. Majority of all Black boys, I'm talking about 18-year-old Black boys, can't read past the 4th grade level. So the reason why you can't work with her, and the reason why pro-Blackness doesn't work, because she has even put herself above her children. When America invaded Vietnam, Vietnamese women strapped with bombs blew them up, because I be goddamned if you're going to run over and colonize my children. Vietnamese women fought hand in hand with the Vietnamese to get American occupation out of there with guerrilla warfare. Our women was like, okay, look, let me get my cheese and biscuits, let the state raise my children, and then when the children get old enough, where they go? State penitentiary, because that's their father.
Facts.
So it ain't no fixing, ain't no coming to the table. There isn't, because the number one ingredient, because we talk about what is that called? Hypergamy. Hypergamy is women date and marry men for the benefit and the betterment of their offspring. That is the true definition, not better lifestyle. The true definition. And Black women do not operate with that. And any woman, Black or not, any woman who operates and puts herself over the offspring is a very dangerous motherfucker. And I'll close the mic on that.
Okay. We take 1 week off and everybody come back cooking. I like that. Yo, Dusty.
Hey, and I would say to add, can I add a little bit to that, to what Hassel said, what I said in the back chat? Hey, bro.
All right, hold on. We're going to rotation. We ain't get to hear from Dusty yet. Yo, Dusty, you back, Playboy? All right, I think he got full technical difficulty. Go ahead, bro. You can piggyback on what he was saying.
Can you hear me, fellas?
All right, I can hear you now.
Hey,
go ahead.
Yeah, there we go.
Yo, Dusty, you good? Bruh.
Yeah. So in terms of the video, it is kind of just. Wait, can you hear me, fellas?
I can hear you. Now I can't.
Yeah, no, I think there's a little bit of a lag. I apologize, but I guess I'll just keep talking. So just try to follow along if you can, fellas. My apologies. But I think it's just a testament to how, realistically, how hard-headed people are. Like, and it's unfortunate because we are one of the few demographics of men that have to convince his woman to believe he's doing something for the betterment of the people. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things to where, like, we actually as Black men are kind of gatekeep away from making certain decisions until we prove ourselves and everything. And I guess it might come down to culture, to be honest, because, you know, we are a culture that is kind of run by the media. Like, you know, our children will follow whatever in music. Like, yes, other people might like rap music, might like whatever. They might like that kind of stuff, but they also have, you know, their own culture within the home to where they have a father and a mother that tells them that's some bullshit. Or like, no, that's whatever. Or like, you know, that's not just shit that you got to follow. You're going to be a doctor still. That's just music. I feel like we don't have that kind of stuff to separate us, to where like when it came to feminism, when it came to all these like little messages in the media that tell people like, you know, men ain't shit, that you don't need men, black men especially, you know, it's more of one of those things to where women, who are some of the number one consumers of not only like, you know, if you're talking about buying consumerism, but just like media, like women use Instagram way more than men. So like if you're talking about gassing each other, this kind of stuff, it seems like it's been a generational problem and everything. And it started with like, you know, kind of the first wave of feminism, where I feel like black women were tricked into believing that their men really weren't shit, when realistically you were equal to your man, whether it was in the field or like, you know, even working. Like black women stayed home with their man to where they both respected that they were both taking care of the home to be able to play a part. I feel like realistically, once feminism hit and white women wanted to start working because they were realistically more housewives, black women weren't allowed the freedom of being a housewife. If anything, white women voted that they didn't get to stay home. They had to actually work. White women wanted to be housewives, but then they got bored and wanted to be workers. So it's like, you know, I feel like black women took what white women were saying to their men and applied it to us, even though it wasn't the same kind of equation. And realistically, through feminism, through even government help and everything, because if you don't need a black man in the home, who do you look to? The government, who is the secondary parent in that home now. To where you really do question everything black men do. It is a convincing game a lot of the time with black men. You're not just simply saying something of value to information to where someone would take heed of that and be like, okay, maybe we should work together because he seems like he knows what he's talking about within his black experience. No, it's more of a convincing act. It's like explaining decisions to white people, even though they're not white. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's a brainwashing kind of simulation that we're going through, to where it's like, you know, we're seeing people who live a similar experience to us not believing us enough to even cooperate with us. In fact, they're combating us because they believe their way is more right, because just of the simple freedoms that they've gained, you know what I'm saying, working with other people against us. Like realistically, like if you're talking about breaking up the black home, yeah, like mothers are very important, fathers are very important. Why? Because, you know, we are a communal culture. We are a very communal culture and everything. The nuclear family kind of broke us up, and we still like to live with our grandparents have value to us. You know what I mean? Like that's something that's very, very special. But I feel like when you have only grandmothers, only mothers in the house, only aunties and daughters, because, you know, black men are kind of valued less or have to work more. It's kind of like, you know what I'm saying, like one of those things where like when you're the boss in the house, yeah, you're gonna get that kind of ego to where someone does have to convince you you're not right. It's like it's a mother syndrome. You know what I mean? Like black men aren't really respected like men. We're respected like boys in certain instances, where it's a convincing game, like telling your mom to finally let you drive the car, and you're like 21 instead of 16. It's a frustrating game, and that's where when you go overseas and see people who are more like, you know. And submissive isn't a bad word. That's the thing. America has demonized. I feel like the West have demonized the word submissive because we live in a capitalist country, to where, like, you know, even us having the right to just complain and bitch about everything. Like people complaining and bitching about, like, you know, gender roles, about gender identification, about every goddamn thing. So if you're talking about being able to bitch and being able to, like, you know, be offended over words, you can't say the word submission to some people because they think it's like oppression. And it's just, it's about working together as a team. Like if you've ever worked on a sports team, most of the players on the field submit to the team captain, even though he's also a player, because he is a trusted authority role on that field with you that is going to help lead you. And you fall into line, regardless of what you know, you fall into line with the team captain. Any kind of military, it's about, you submit to someone else's will. Listen, I trust this person and I'm going to actually listen to them. And it's just a hard game for us. And, like, you know, realistically, seeing that it's happened it's still happened 70 years ago, it's very, very deep. So that's very, very hard to unlearn, actually, too. Like, think about how deep that really is. Think about 70 years of, like, you know, not only single mothers or single parents trying to be independent women, but young women having kids. Like there are some women who have kids as young as 15, and they're grandmothers by the time they're 30 because their kid at 16, whatever as well. Think about how quickly that mindset of being a child and not being able to tell nobody anything can just brainwash somebody to listening who gives you money, which is the government. The government tells you them niggas ain't shit, and the government gives me EBT. The government gives me, you know what I'm saying, like gives me all sorts of benefits. Like even if I'm broke, I can ask the government for money. If I'm broke, I'm taught to not even look at these niggas because they ain't giving me shit. So it's a weird conundrum that black men are in, and I feel like black women are only opening their eyes to it. At least some black women. I won't say black women. I'll say some black women who have this negative connotation towards black men. I feel like they're only opening their eyes when they see that black men have more options. And that's going to make somebody listen, because when you see someone else listening and they get the benefits of the black man's plan, either you're going to bitch about him giving it to somebody else, or you're going to eventually shut the fuck up and fall in line. And it's one of the two. But I guess that's why I keep it with that.
All right, facts. Hold on. Let me shout out everybody in the chat. I see that we done filled up a bit. Yo, what up? Sick with it, yo. Coach Lamont, of course. Gunmetal USA, Passport OG in the building. All right, salute. All right, thanks everybody for stopping by. We took last week off. I'm glad to see everybody back. All right, fellas, everybody doing good tonight. We running a good round robin. And before I forget, I want to shout out. Hold on, put it on the screen. All right, yeah, Trey 43TX sent me a Cash App this week. I didn't even see it. He sent it earlier this week on one of the night streams. So thanks for supporting the channel, bro. Appreciate you. All right, let's get back to it. Let me do a time check real quick though. Hot Sauce, you got to get up out of here, or so I can move you to the top of the rotation.
No, I'm good.
All right, bet. All right, cool. All right, good job, everybody. Oh, you guys are doing good. Let's run into this next clip. Hold on, let me check my private chat. We popping tonight. Oh, Deacon, you want to do a retro? All right, we go. All right, let's do one more clip. Let's get everybody running, and then like we'll jump it. Damn, fuck. All right, we an hour. All right, we've been cooking. We an hour and 44 minutes right in. Hold on. All right. So yeah, we're gonna run one more clip, do a round robin, and do the retro. All right. Let's go. Let me see. Let's bypass the Believe All Women clip, and let's do Dr. Tia San Johnson, because that's more in line with what we're talking about right now.
Feminists began to frame their relationships to the world in more alignment with white women than black men.
Yeah.
Under the guise of some kind of universal sisterhood. When we talk about the dollar that white men make and the 75 cents white women make, that's $1.75 in their household.
Wow.
Whereas we're over here trying to figure out how to live on
less than $1, 80 cents. Yeah.
60-something cents for black women. And now it's more, I think it's like 69 cents if you're a black male that's employed, but if you're unemployed, it's the low 50s.
Yeah.
But the point is, we're figuring out how to live with those numbers by ourselves. Those white women that are complaining about the 75 cents, they'll use other women to complain and hold the bullhorn, but they go home to their husbands and have that $1.75 to pass on to their children and their grandchildren.
Brilliant. Branch, before I go to you, let me I see they cooking in the chat. Let me highlight something fucking Dre said real quick, because this is a good point. Dre said, but dudes get mad at passport bros for not wanting our future sons to be around in the States to date their daughters. And I think he's spot on with that, with a lot of this pushback on brothers leaving and everything, because a lot of these dudes is girl dads and stuff like that, and it's not really that the dudes is leaving, it's the productive men with the resources. Even though people are acting like it don't really mean nothing, it really do mean it, because I've been saying we don't need all these niggas to leave. If it's the intellectual property that's leaving, the highly productive men, even at the small percentages, and the resources, and then them circulating those resources amongst themselves, that is going to have a deleterious effect on this single mother colony we got here. And then Gunmetal Guy USA said, he was adding on with what Andre said. He said they should tell their daughters to expand their options as well. It'll make future generations more humble. I agree with that, and I will add on, and I say this to Saul, and I think I've said this to Contractor before, because even some of my day ones, they got daughters. But I always say this, like, if you're raising your daughter to be a wife, and she's not going to have no problems here, because she's going to stand out. She's going to automatically get scooped off the market. And bear in mind, with all these conversations, black men are still married to black women on the black men being married to at an over 80% rate. You understand? So it's almost like a non-factor. It actually turns out being a good thing for you that the community is the way it is. Because if you raise a good daughter that's a wife, that's a good woman, she's got no competition. She's gonna get scooped up right away by a man that's ready to get married. On that note, what up, man? What up, Stack Channel 415? Okay, everybody popping up in here. Wrench, I could play that back for you. I know I went off topic for it, but I wanted to comment on the stuff that was in the comment section. What's your commentary on that clip? And I can run it back for you again if you want.
Yeah, run it back real quick, brother.
All right. Dr. Tierson Johnson. Here
Feminists began to frame their relationships to the world in more alignment with white women than black men, under the guise of some kind of universal sisterhood. When we talk about the dollar that white men make and the 75 cents white women make, that's $1.75 in their household.
Wow.
Whereas we're over here trying to figure out how to live on
less than $1, 80 cents. Yeah,
60-something cents for black women. And now it's more. I think it's like 69 cents if you're a black male that's employed, but if you're unemployed, it's the low 50s.
Yeah.
But the point is, we're figuring out how to live with those numbers by ourselves. Those white women that are complaining about the 75 cents, they'll use other women to complain and hold the bullhorn, but they go home to their husbands and have that $1.75 to pass on to their children and their grandchildren.
It's Dr. Tierson Johnson cooking as usual. So when you talked about this universal sisterhood, we saw it in the previous clips that you played where the brothers were talking to the women back in the 60s and the 70s. We see it now with Miss Ebony K. Williams, and the list goes on and on and on. So I was going to do a stream about this, and I may still do it, but in true form, trying to hide the medicine and the candy, I'll have to change it up a little bit. But there are three factors that I want everybody to take into consideration, and you guys may have heard of all of these, but just in case you haven't, I'll run down through them. You have what's called NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming, which is pretty much the way that we got into the situation that we're in right now. NLP pretty much is changing somebody's thoughts and behaviors, to get the outcomes that you want from them. And when you think about social media, that is a very efficient way to do that. The other one that you have is critical factor bypass. And that's when you take something that's not real and people watch it and absorb it and go out into the real world and assume that it is 100% true. What am I talking about? I'm talking about Real Housewives, right? Which we know that is consumed at an exorbitant rate by counterparts and dudes. We don't even watch that shit. You know what I mean? That is all on them. So when you look at the results that we have out here in the dating market, and you wonder how this came about, this has all been done on purpose. If I were to put on my tinfoil hat and start to go down the rabbit hole, I would tell you check out Operation Mockingbird, where the CIA basically used media to get the outcomes that they wanted. And the last one that I'll touch on is mass information hypnosis, and that's exactly what it sounds like. And that pretty much you feed information to people so much that they become hypnotized on the information, and then it takes away their ability to think critically. When I point out NLP, critical factor bypass, and then mass information hypnosis, all of those three things, our counterparts have consumed them at a rate that I think is far beyond what any other race of women have. Now, do other races of women do the same thing? Of course, But if there was a cliff, I think our women dove off head first and were laughing and giggling and twerking on the way down. So what Dr. Son Johnson said is correct. I was in a training on last week that had close to 500 people in it. It was through a Zoom call. It's like a mass training that happens across a lot of different countries with senior leaders. And when I tell you, I did a quick count. There were 20 people on the screen sheet. Everybody was cammed up. There were 20 people on the screen. There were 18 pages. So you know how you can pan between who all is on the meeting. When I tell you that the majority of them were Black women and the majority of them did not have wedding bands on, and I'm sitting there and I'm listening to this meeting and I'm watching and I'm going through to see who all is on this meeting, and I'm seeing all these Black women on there and not enough of us as Black men. I'm sitting there looking at it. I'm like, man, this is really a visual of how committed to this shit they are. You know what I mean? The other piece I'll say, my last part, and then I'll land my plane, the importance of the space and the importance of the conversations that happen over here is the reason why my 18-year-old son can go blow for blow with 4 or 5 of his sister's friends and stand his ground, and he's using red pill talking points. He's using manosphere talking points. A lot of times we think that these conversations happen with brothers that are only our age, 25 and up, 25 to say 65, right? But you have young brothers listening to this stuff, man. And Kevin was a flag bearer in order to really get into those spaces because he was so pervasive. He was so, he was such a figure. But believe it or not, these conversations are happening with high school kids where they're talking about, and it's funny when you listen to it, they're talking about traditional relationships, and they're talking about wives, and they're talking about, taking care of families and gender roles. Those conversations are happening with our young people, right? And I understand for the brothers who don't have a dog in the fight, so maybe you may not have kids here, or of course we're older, but the importance of that is that they won't make some of the mistakes like somebody like myself made, right? And so we are wholeheartedly doing the work, and I think that it takes brothers like the ones that are in the chat, the ones that are on this panel, to have those conversations, because we know that there's another side of the coin where you have a group of brothers who just don't give a shit. They like, whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. They're gonna passively sit there and let whatever this thing is gonna be become that. But for the ones who do have the capacity to think through these things and make that next, not only the next generation, the next few generations, more critical thinkers, where that they can put themselves in a position to earn more money and be able to travel outside of the matrix or live outside of the matrix. That is the part that I don't want to get missed. We're having these conversations for the ones who will still be here long after long after we've gone out to greener pastures and to meet our ancestors, so to speak. I'll land my plane there.
Brent, you're getting very good at framing your arguments, sir. You could have gone to market for that.
Man, I had a nap before I got on here, bro. I had a good old nap.
Yeah, that was very well framed. I like how you went through the NLP and then ran it through with the Zoom call and the ladies on the call, and then back to the boots on the ground with our space act the talking points in this space actually affecting the younger, the Gen Zs and Generation Alpha's ability to have the talking points to frame their arguments and actually make informed decisions.
Definitely. One little piece, if I could add in, bro, it won't take me not even a minute. I was talking to my son earlier, and this is how important these conversations are, and this is how important this space is, bro. My son said something that made me proud, bro. I was talking to him, and he said that, he said his mom was, they were kind of bumping heads a little bit, and I asked what was going on. And he said, well, she gets upset because I talk to you more than I talk to her. Now, I raised them as a single parent for the longest, right? But he said she gets upset because I talk to you more than I talk to her. He said, but I'm not gonna let her gaslight me or emotionally control me. I already know what that looks like. And as an 18-year-old kid, man, to have that much emotional maturity, and also to be able to recognize it even in his own mother. Imagine the type of man that he is out on the dating market. And he really have it his way, right? He got my height. His mom is half Puerto Rican, half black, so he damn near look like Genuine out here. But to be able to have the mental capability to understand gaslighting when he see it as an 18-year-old young man, to be able to understand emotional manipulation as an 18-year-old young man, I was beyond proud, bro. But that's how important these conversations are. I'll land my plane there.
Yo, you spot on with it, bro. Like, yeah, we always say on these panels, man, if this space was around when I was coming up, or even just a few years ago, we'd all be in different situations, or you know what I'm saying? That information does save lives, and I'm glad you made that point. Anybody that got a doubt about the effectiveness of what we're doing down here with these conversations and these quality black male content creators. We're gonna go to you next, contractor. I can run that back for you, or if you're ready to go, let me know.
No, I'm ready. I'm ready, bro. All right. So, big shout out to Andre, because he said something that was extremely important. He said that mainly, I'll touch on what Dr. T.S. Johnson said, but these girl dads over here get upset when they tell their sons not to date.
You Borg playboy.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, yeah. So, what Andre was saying, big shout out or whatever to him, because that brother was on point. He was correct. I mean, you're going to have a whole lot of girl dads that do tell their sons not to date these women from over here. So he was right about that.
You Borg.
Damn.
I know.
How about now?
You good?
All right, bet. Andre was correct when he brought up the point that you will have a whole lot of angry girl dads over here that they won't be the foreign sons that are born overseas. They're not going to date. So yeah, he's right about that, and they will be upset. Shout out to him, because he was also corrected in his response. But most important, can you please stop putting me at the wrench? Because that man is a hard act to follow. He fucked the whole panel up again.
He did fucking land it this time, right?
No bullshit. But for what the good doctor was talking about, in a nutshell, bro, it kind of, I don't want to sound ignorant, but it all goes back to these bitches ain't shit, and they proven it over and over and over again. They proven it. So your best option as melanated men here in America is to recognize what it is. Wrench, you said it. Your son was like, yeah, I see this. I see some of this behavior in my mom. I'm not gonna let her gaslight. The game is over, bro. It's over. There's put down the remote, the controller, the golf club, whatever game you put that shit down. We won. The problem with our women is they don't know they lost yet. They don't know.
That's facts.
And they're still talking. And it's a horrible fucking fate that's waiting on them. But they're still talking and trying to gaslight. Thank God we have scholars in the space like Dr. T.S. Johnson that he keeps pointing shit out. Dr. Thunder they just keep pointing this shit out. But at the end of the day, these hoes don't know they lost. It's done. So they're pretty much bitching and screaming as they go in, talking about why aren't you coming to save us? Well, ship sinking, bitch. I've been got on. There's no reason. There's no reason for me to care. But French, you fucked it up, bro. I'm just at a loss for words.
he said he took a nap. He said it's his bad. He took a nap.
Yeah, bro. Normally I'll be running on like 20 hours of sleep, 20 hours being up by the time we have these panels. I had a nap and a Red Bull, bro. I'm on 10.
Fam. When you said that, you was like, "And my son, I was so proud." I'm like, "Damn."
Yeah.
I was proud, bro. I was proud. That's the power of this space, fam.
Yeah.
This shit is so important. Like, if we would have had this back, like, let's say, like maybe 80 or 76, we'd be in a whole different situation. You feel me? But in this short amount of time, this space has influenced the culture. And yet again, these hoes only, bro. I know you see it out there because I know they got you out the boonies or whatever. But yet, they don't know they lost. The game is over. Like, as of right now, this is just documentation. We looking back, like, we looking at and documenting it. Like, yeah, this where you fucked up, and this where you fucked up, this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. And it's not just one, it's the vast majority of them, bro. So, thank God for the space, because obviously, yo, it's saving and changing lives, man. And your son being 18, he's already talking like that. By the time the young man turns 21, it's over. It's done. Ain't no more gas. I was damn near 35 before I started talking like that. You feel me? So the progress is being made. I'll leave it there, man.
All right, bet. Yo, hot sauce. You need me to run it back, bro?
No, I'm good. I'll start off by talking about misinformation or disinformation. I think what Rich Turner said was really good. I wanted to touch on that a little bit myself. 1600s, women were librarians. 1600s, women were teachers. 1600s, women were nurses. All of these things are traditional feminine women positions. America was founded in the 1700s. Women have always worked. So this whole thing of being feminine and being a housewife and things like that, that never existed. When we're looking at white women coming together with their men to have $1.75 higher earning, $1.75 higher earning than other races of men and women, with the exception of Asians. It goes back to the point where Dr. Tia Johnson said, the last point, where they give it to their offspring. And that's what it comes down to. Everyone cares about their offspring more than they care about themselves. But unfortunately, when it comes to the contemporary Black woman, it's about her success, her achievements, her academic accolades. So at the end of that, how can you have teamwork with an independent person, right? It's like a basketball team, right? I mean, every time that person goes on ISO, it messes up the rotation. It messes up the set defense. It messes up the set offense, right? Unless you're like Jordan, which Black women aren't Jordan, right? So at the end of the day, right now, I think it's clear. We're at the crossroads where it's making hard decisions, and I'm so happy that this space is reaching people like Rich Turner's son, 18 years old, right? Because that's where the change is going to be, right? Where young Black men are going to now have the standard of, I'm 18, I'm 21, I'm going to go abroad, and I'm going to find a better companion, so that way our grandkids will be born in two-parent households. Because that's the only way forward. That is the only way forward to fix this. Because we can talk about the wage gap, we can talk about combined income, but for us, that's just not on the table. And also on the table, negotiation is not on the table either. And this is where I disagree with BGS and Dr. Tia Johnson. Because environment, yes, can predict how you might interact and mate with someone different, but the environment does not dictate the innate nurture of motherhood. And I'll give you 2 examples.
True.
You look at Asia right now, right? Asia, they're going through their feminism revolution. Let's call it that, feminist resolution, right? But they're not getting pregnant, right? You can shout out to Passport OG, right? Naomi Osaka got pregnant, and it's a disgrace. It's a national disgrace because women don't want to get married, but women aren't trying to be single moms either, right? Nowhere around the world, only here in Black America, right? Now white women are doing it too, right? But only here, right, where women are like, I don't need a man, but I'm still gonna get pregnant. Other places that I'm not gonna need a man, but I ain't trying to be pregnant, right? So there's no discussion here. It's about educating. It's about making hard decisions. It's about moving forward to put our offspring in a better position so they never have to deal with this again. And I'll land my plan here.
Well played, sir. All right, you guys are getting good at this. Whatchamacallit? All right, but Dusty dropped off. Saul, you there? Saul? You're gonna have to unmute yourself. All right,
I'm here.
All right, you want me to run that back for you?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Tia Johnson, here we go.
Feminists began to frame their relationships to the world in more alignment with white women than black men, under the guise of some kind of universal sisterhood. When we talk about the dollar that white men make and the 75 cents white women make, that's $1.75 in their household.
Wow.
Whereas we're over here trying to figure out how to live on
less than $1, 80 cents. Yeah.
60-something cents for black women, and now it's more. I think it's like 69 cents if you're a black male that's employed, but if you're unemployed, it's the low 50s.
Yeah.
But the point is, we're figuring out how to live with those numbers by ourselves. Those white women that are complaining about the 75 cents, they'll use other women to complain and hold the bullhorn, but they go home to their husbands and have that $1.75 to pass on to their children and their grandchildren.
I would like to deem the sort of state of mind of black women in this country as the silent secession.
That's good.
One of the biggest aspects or indications of that is the sort of Ice Cube effect. I mean, we say here in this space, F the community, but it wasn't us who left it. We've anchored it. We've been altruistic. We've carried families, whether it's through our blood, our sweat, our tears, our deaths, and everything else. They're the ones who left in the first place. They're the ones who are the white people of the black community. And I think that's what's effectively being said. I mean, I just want to be short and simple with this, but it is indeed that. The silent secession. I'll land my plane there.
Okay, solid. Okay, well, I got to back check. Okay, Wrench got to be up out of here in 10 minutes. So I'm going to go to Ray. I'm going to ask Ray to land his plane so we can get one more round. We can get Wrench up out of here. Also, Sick with it, yo. Thanks for the Cash App, bro. Thanks for the Cash App. Oh, speaking of which, support the stream, guys, via the Cash App. Ray, you want me to run that back for you, Playboy?
No, but you go ahead, bro. I'll pass, man. I'll wait till the next one.
All right, bet. All right, so we're gonna run this. We're gonna run this last clip. We put Wrench at the top, and get him up out of here so we can stop blowing brothers out the water. And all right,
Hey, even a broken clock is right twice a day. So.
Nah, man, you just was framing your shit real good tonight, man. Like you just on all cylinders. I was listening to you like, damn, okay, that is also correct.
Yeah, man, I do a little bit, man. I do a little bit. The other thing too, I talk a lot for work, bro. So shit, by the time I get on the internet, bro, you know, a lot of times I'll be on bullshit, but I still try to hide the medicine in the candy, though. But I appreciate y'all having me, though. You know?
Oh hell yeah! And truth be told, hold on, let me do the round of applause. Let's give a round of applause to Saul, because Saul's actually the guy who curated all the personalities for this panel. You know what I'm saying? He'd be running. Hey, what do you think about what you call it? That's all Saul with this all-star lineup and everybody knocking it all out. So give it up for Saul, man. Let's see. All right. On that note, let's do this one. Because this is one of these talking points that they try to turn back on black men with and this ties into what Uncle D was saying tonight about all the anti-black man propaganda, like doing their best to demoralize us and everything else. So this is I'm gonna run this clip, and this is Media Man rebuffing this statement being made, and let's do that.
Let me tell you something about these men in the world. Men are the highest in the nursing homes because they deadbeats. They don't take care of their children. They cheat on their women. They cheat on their wives with men.
Pussy, asshole, and mouth. That's what you is. A Pam.
Quick Google search will tell you from 2023, long-term care statistics by nursing home demographics. What does that say? 54.6% of nursing home residents are women. The ratio is similar to the ratio of male and female assisted living residents as well, where 70.6% are women and 29.4% are men. This was an easy Google search, but she was so caught up in trying to shame black men that she just spewed out something that was completely untrue.
Let me preface this by saying, Pam, that's the new one. Pussy, asshole, and mouth. That's what you are. Brilliant.
Pam.
Pam. They Pams. Lovely ladies, Keishas, Plan Bishas, and Pams. You know what I mean? And Pams. Motherfucking Pam. I appreciate that. Another one added to the lexicon. Take a note, gentlemen, and use it. We got acronyms for days. Number 2, deflection, reflection, projection. That's the word I'm looking. Projection at its finest. They got these nasty stats that are all about them in the detriment, and they project them onto the black man because they're so used to the problem. And then I want to also point out that it's gotten so bad that they can take the lowest skank, this Pam, Sukiana, Miss Beef Broth Vagina Juice, and everything else. Miss I'm gonna eat a nigga ass with stomach parasites, bitch. And she could be up here talking like an authority on statistics and how black men ain't shit and how they die. But that's like Media Man said, a simple Google search. So that's my point. And without this space here, we wouldn't be able to put these clips together that say Pam and then drop some statistics. All yours, Wrench.
Yeah, bro. This is a true testament to how irrational and how much of a child's brain that a lot of them use, man. When you get to the point where you're taking stats from a chick who was not even a year ago pissing on a dude, and I'm pretty sure it's still somewhere on the internet, but just like you said, exactly, talking about eating a nigga ass all in foreign countries, just taking the debauchery on the road, right? One of the things I hope the brothers hear out of this stream, man, the stats and the information that we put out here, or the brother Media Man and a lot of other brothers in the space, these stats are for you, for you to be able to have the information and to be able to push back against some of the misandry that you're gonna face in the real world. It's not for them because they don't care about it. They don't process it, even though it is as clear as can be. I learned very quickly a couple years ago that they do not care about statistics. But I found it funny that she would be the person that they would take her information and be like, see, this is the reality of it. And even she was disproven many of times before she even came out and said that. I saw this conversation happening on TikTok, and it was from that video clip. And there were actually women in the comments like, nope, that's actually false. I actually work in elder care, and there's far more women than there are men. And then the goalposts get moved. It's because, well, y'all don't live long. Well, bitch, we look around and we see faces that look like us. My granddaughter got my eyes. Okay, my great grandson got my eyes. Bitch, I can check out of here. You ain't got to send me to no nursing home. I can die in this house that I spent all these years working and paying for, and I can check out, and we good with that, right? I think that's what a lot of them don't understand. So I just find it funny that they took this clip of her spewing some bullshit that's already been disproven, and ran with it as if it was gospel. So yeah, when you hear the stats and when you hear the numbers, brothers, it's just for you to be able to empower yourself. They don't care about them, and truth be told, if they don't care about the stats, then that's one of the primary reasons why we don't give a damn about the detractors, bro. They don't use logic; they go off emotion. So, hell of a clip though, but she is hilariously wrong. I'll land my plane there.
All right, solid. So you gotta get up out of here, Playboy. I got your banner on the screen. Please subscribe to Wrench Turner. We're trying to get him at the 1,000 subscriber mark. He's at the 800s. So we try and get him into the monetization range.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it, bro. Yeah, I got a 5 o'clock. So here in a couple of hours, I'm gonna catch a quick cat nap and then I get up and head in. But appreciate y'all having me on, brother. Shout out to all the brothers on the panel. Shout out to all the brothers in the chat. I know we got Gail down there. Shout out to that good sister. I see her going at it with going at it with people and putting her neck out there. So salute to her. But hey man, as I always say, big bro gonna catch up with y'all. Y'all be good, and don't forget, not only are we doing this for the brothers who are here now, not only are we doing it for our future generations, but we are also doing it.
I appreciate you, Rich, man. Stop by next week, and I'll be probably hitting you up during the week, bro.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. You got my contact info, man. Reach out anytime, brother. Hey, y'all be good, and keep doing the work, brothers.
All right, bet. All right, this is the team. Hot sauce. Can you hear me, Playboy?
Yep, I'm here.
All right, yeah. I know you might be pressed for time, so let me get you next, and then we run the contract. You want me to run that back?
No, I'm good. So first of all, shout out to Sukihana. I'm a big fan. Love that track with you and Sexy Red, Down by the River. That shit is banging. Second of all, see, let's peel a layer back. Let's understand something. Black woman could talk shit and say anything about a black man. Instantly believe. Everybody believes it. Because America, mental health depends on black men being shit. Right? Black men ain't shit. And see, the question is not whether or not we give the correct information out there. The problem is this: we as black men don't practice supremacy, right? Our problem is that we don't discriminate. Our problem is we don't practice black supremacy, black male supremacy. And as long as we don't do that, we're going to have these problems. We're just going to have it, right? Like when they say black men are the white men of the black community, maybe we should start doing that. Maybe we should start, right? Maybe we need to dismantle the gynocracy with supremacy. Maybe we do need to tell them to shut the fuck up, right? Maybe we do need to fight the laws. Maybe we do need to keep them pregnant barefoot in the kitchen and not let them work. That might be the answer. Well, not them. Maybe we need to go somewhere else and with the other women and do that shit. Because that's the answer, gentlemen. Because everything, that's law of nature. There's a hierarchy, right? Predators prey, right? And prey gets eaten. And at the end of the day, the only way we're going to get out of this, because I don't believe in fixing the community, but the only way we're going to get out of this is by doing by doing proven best practices. And this is going to sound crazy, but the number one proven best practice has always been colonialism and supremacy. White supremacy has been working, famously. Colonialism has always worked since the dawn of man. So maybe we as black men need to start taking best practices, right? Because, hey, man, I'm tired of getting shit on. And I'll land my plane there.
Well played, sir. Well played. Contractor. You want me to run that back for you?
No, bro, I'm good. I want to piggyback off of my good brother Wrench's comment. This is what happens. Well, this shows you how intelligent they really are. They gave Dukiana the same kind of attention and respect that you would a tenured professor at Yale when she said that bullshit, right? And they did it with no problem. They clapping and they would, she said, girl, twerking. But this the same broad that had some random dude's toes in her mouth. This the same broad that was talking about eating, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why Media Man's edit was so brilliant.
Facts. But they praise that shit. Also, hot sauce. Sir, you are correct. Maybe we should go that route. Just not with them, though, because you might get parasites. You might get parasites. That old saying back in the day when they were like, yeah, don't mess with so-and-so, that old woman, you can get worms. Yeah, well, now, who the fuck thought that was real?
Just like that dick worm.
Just like the dick worm.
Oh my god. But please talk about that because I want to know. Because there's some shit up.
No, we're gonna play the STD PSA in a minute after this round. Go ahead. But there is a dick worm.
But hold on, I just want to say something quickly. The reason why she's believed more than a young professor is because black women are part of the ruling class. And that's my point, right? Facts. When you're ruling class, you don't need when you're the ruling class, accolades helps you. But when you're the underclass like us, accolades don't mean shit. You're the underclass. Fuck you.
Well, it's time for that to change, man. And that obviously, from what Brent said, like his son is 18. He's already spewing out these talking points. So we've done a good job of pushing it. It's just a matter of will they maintain it? And these youngins, they're not quite the same as us. They just cold. They're cold. It took us time to get cold. They cold. They might as well be fucking frost giants. They were born cold. The reality of it is the world has changed, and these hoes are still talking stupid shit, but they don't realize the world has changed. They don't. Real shit. So Wrench, salute to you, sir, for arming that young man and getting him ready for like what are you gonna face out there. The problem with the community is too many of our men don't realize it can't be saved. So a chick like Sukiana is somewhat praised, and somebody will still hit that. Kiss her in the mouth, marry her, all that. After them toes was there and they can see photos and videos and all the urine aid and all that, some dude from our community will still wipe that joint up instead of just throwing that hoe completely away, man. But the even colder part is y'all are a breed that's going extinct real soon. Real soon. Real goddamn soon. You won't be around for much longer. So that's on you. But the brothers have learned. Our eyes are open. We woke now. We woke now. Everybody up. And we're all looking and listening, and we're seeing how this whole thing has affected us, and it's still affecting us to this day. So ain't no more gaslighting, ain't no more talking shit, and all black men ain't shit, and that don't mean nothing no more. We have the numbers and the stats. We can do verbal battling and jujitsu with you at this point. And it's a beautiful fucking thing. I never thought I would see this in our lifetime, bro. But we're seeing it. Every man listening, watching this, or that will listen and watch in the future, y'all are boots on ground. You're witnessing this shit. Shit is much different than it was 3 years ago. So, simply keep holding the line, man. Hold the damn line and watch them bend. And after they bend, they'll break. But I'll be there.
All right, solid. Saul, you need me to run that back? We're gonna do the retro clip and PSA, and I'm gonna play one more clip because we at the 2:30 mark. And I'm gonna get you guys up out of here. Saul, you want me to run that back for you, Playboy?
Yeah, go ahead.
Come on, StreamYard, be nice to me. All right, bet.
Let me tell you something about these men in the world. Men are the highest in the nursing homes because they deadbeats. They don't take care of their children. They cheat on their women. They cheat on their wives with men.
Pussy, asshole, and mouth. That's what you is. A Pam.
Quick Google search will tell you from 2023, long-term care statistics by nursing home demographics. What does that say? 54.6% of nursing home residents are women. The ratio is similar to the ratio of male and female assisted living residents as well, where 70.6% are women and 29.4% are men. This was an easy Google search, but she was so caught up in trying to shame black men that she just spewed out something that was completely untrue.
So, Baby Bot, or the nasty Baby Bot, the real, literal baby is popping. Obviously ain't got nothing up there, and I don't really feel anything in the sense that I feel indifferent. She's gonna say what she want to say or whatever the case may be, and it's really obvious that she's an insolent imbecile. All this is asinine. At the end of the day, like, keep on with the public record of, you know, how they're taking non-academic idiots to articulate points. We shouldn't get mad. Quote unquote, hey, this is a sisterhood, right? Y'all going ahead and let her embarrass y'all because we ain't got the sort of public image issue. They do. This is who y'all got to represent y'all? And y'all gonna sit up here and y'all gonna be silent and neutral? Go ahead. Have at it. So all these quote unquote well-educated women with PhDs and stuff like that, y'all ain't got nothing to say to her though. You know, y'all don't say I'm a PhD to her though. Especially when she uses something to where she's talking out of her ass and being non-empirical. And I'll land my plane there.
Well played, sir. Well played, sir. All right, cool. Let's play our retro clip. This one's from Saul. Then I'm gonna play our STD PSA. And then we're gonna run one final clip and we're gonna get up out of here. We are at the 2 hour and 32 minute mark. I appreciate you, gentlemen. This is our first week back, the beginning of season 3. And you guys set it off with a bang. Everybody been on fire tonight. So hold on, let me turn the music down real quick. Bang. Let's play this. Let's play our retro clip. And this from Unsolved Mysteries. This is Saul's. This was a good one. And I'm actually gonna clip the bull that's on here and put him have this dude in rotation. This is dope.
Banger after banger. Bring it on now. This is your girlfriend's favorite DJ. Yes. And then on the ones and twos.
Check it out.
The dopest beats are ready.
Perhaps you can help. We've recreated the events of each story in precise detail in the hope that someone, somewhere, knows the truth. Join me. You may be able to help solve a mystery.
That shit's fire. That's fire.
Have you ever had a missing wallet? Missing bag of Cheetos? Somebody's missing their mind. Next episode of Unsolved Keisha Reese.
Hell
down.
The Pam Chronicles. I'm using that. Pam. What's the asshole mouth? That's what you are. Pam. I'm clipping that part too. Just that part. That shit's fire. All right, and this is our for the STD epidemic that's being spread by Pam, who has single-handedly caused a nationwide syphilis outbreak, and a new form of syphilis, by the way, and also created a gonorrhea strain that is resistant to all medication, and also helping propagate a parasite that crawls up your urethra and eats away your testes, as well as now carrying around stomach parasites because they enjoy eating groceries. They are truly patient zero.
It doesn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan.
You ever had a problem with your man? Like you know what I'm saying? Your man with the STDs and shit? I mean, I was fucking that girl one time, like when COVID was in there, we were fucking, and she could tell me to take the condom off, and I was like, no, because I could smell it. And when you fucking your dick take over, and I demask myself, right? And so now I'm just swimming in treacherous waters. Now I'm just going crazy when I swim in treacherous waters. And 2 weeks after I fucked her, right, I was at work and I was pissing lava. And I went to the doctor. He was like, hey man, did you just take the vaccine? I was like, yeah, I did. And he was like, oh, don't worry about it, it's just a side effect of that. I was like, for real? He said, nah, nigga, you got chlamydia.
The Houston Health Department is reporting a syphilis outbreak in Houston and Harris County. The department says the outbreak is responsible for a 128% increase in cases among women and a 9-fold rise in congenital syphilis.
I got a lip gloss brand, and the names for my lip gloss is something that nobody would have ever thought of. I got one called Nut, and it's the color of some nut. I got one called Gonorrhea. It's green like gonorrhea. I got one called Yellow Discharge, like how girls be having yellow discharge. Booty hole pink, booty hole brown, coochie juice. And coochie juice is clear with silver glitter. It's cute, like the cute, and it smells good. And it's so like, you know, people gonna talk but other people was like, you is a marketing genius, because the sold so fast. And it smell good too. I be thinking of all out the box. It's not even on purpose. It's just like my brain helped me think outside the box to do some crazy shit.
Crack baby.
Just all out disgusting.
Pee hole pink, booty hole brown.
Man,
and my brain helped me come up with that.
She was a crack baby. She definitely was a crack baby.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, to that argument, like I said, like I've already made the argument about inbreeding with 80% of the women procreating with like 17% of the men. Plus, you know, with all the paternity fraud, a lot of, you know, just like Kevin Gates, a lot of people is out here fucking their cousins and shit because all the different baby daddies and the bitches lied about paternity and like these small cities and these small towns. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a strong case for inbreeding, and why these little motherfuckers are so fucking slow and shit like that, and their eyes are so spaced apart, and a whole bunch of other shit, bro.
Yeah, that's facts. Because I mean, shit, man. Like on my father's side, I don't know any of his family, like at all. So, other than like my direct cousins, but yeah. So, I believe it. I believe it because when you grew up with a single parent household, man. The other side of the family, you know, you could be fucking your second cousin or third cousin and shit.
Yeah, and I've been saying this, like I'm removing this word community, just like Roger Report always says. Community means man, woman, and child. What we have are single mother colonies, and then a whole separate offshoot of all these heterosexual single black men with no children and who aren't married. These are two separate things,
Bro, my bad. Real quick.
No, that's all you.
Got a story. My god brother, right? He's like 3 years younger than me. His older brother is a year older than me. And it wasn't until we were grown ass men that he told me a story, how he found out that they didn't have the same father. Right? Literally, his mother was on the phone talking to my mother, and she just broke down, yeah, well, so-and-so's father decided he's not going to pay child support. My god brother's older brother heard the shit and then let him know sometime later on. Now, if you would have looked from the outside looking in, his father was like a squared away dude, a chiropractor, did everything right, was making 6 figures. They had like a nice house in Hagerstown, no, not Hagerstown, Annapolis, Maryland, and everything was just straight. But then they broke up. Come to find out, he found out that wasn't his goddamn kid, being my god brother. You know what I'm saying? The way they operate is just is so nasty and just vicious, bro. Like you never know what the fuck you gonna get. You never know. So yeah, that little story has been told over and over and over again by individuals in our community. Where these bras, they don't care. They bang whoever, and they're gonna put the baby on you though. They're gonna put that baby on you. So you have no clue who the fuck you're really related to, man. You'd have to do a full goddamn makeup on your DNA or ancestry.com to find out.
Well, and unfortunately, these kids be having these, like, you know, at school, like, oh, you know, trace your ancestors, and them DNA tests be coming back, and that's how they become. But to your point, another thing to congratulate this space, we are the one that have popularized paternity tests, prenups, and we've also influenced Tennessee first, but several other states to start enacting these paternity fraud laws and everything. So no matter what nobody say, we are influencing the world real time around these talking points by airing out these statistics and everything else like this, and getting men all lined up in the same line behind these initiatives. Once again, that is a credit to the space and to the work that all the content creators have been doing, no matter how much we infight that we have done across the board to make these talking points mainstream. And to that point, let's segue to this last clip and let me get you guys up out of here, okay? Once again, I want to just say thank you for everybody that came by on the panel. Like I said, we were gone last week. We took a week off. This is the beginning of season 3, and you guys came back guns blazing, man. Let's end on something a little lighthearted, but speaks to the point. We've been speaking in context with from the original clip all the way down to where we're at. This particular clip, because it's going to speak to the overall dysfunction and how it persists from young age all the way to old age. This woman is 61. 61. And if there's any doubt as to how entrenched this mindset is and how nothing can be done with it, we got to let these women just age out, divest, do whatever they want. And the productive men have to look elsewhere if you can't find one of these 10% unicorns out of here. Let me play this clip, and then you guys give me your feedback on this, because this puts a bow on everything we've been talking about tonight.
Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
Yes, I'll say 100,000 or more.
Woo!
Yes. Yes. Yes, Kendra.
Even at 61, a six-figure man is required.
Yes.
Tell me
Definitely.
why.
Pardon me?
Tell me why you couldn't date a man that made 70K.
Because I raised my standards. I raised my standards, and I know anything and everything is possible. Yes.
Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
Yes, I'll say 100,000 or more.
Woo!
Yes. Yes. Yes, Kendra.
Even at 61, a six-figure man is required.
Yes.
Tell me
Definitely.
why.
Pardon me?
Tell me why you couldn't date a man that made 70K.
Because I raised my standards. I raised my standards, and I know anything and everything is possible.
I just want to let that marinate for a minute. I keep saying every stream that all of this is, I was saying bordering, but not bordering. This is mental illness. This is a 61-year-old woman. Don't have a man. You menopaused up, wrinkled like a prune. Don't got one now. And you talking like a 6-figure man. It's already bad if you like a 35-year-old Keisha and you done hit the first wall and got kids and all that, and they sound crazy. This woman is 61 years old. This is what buying a dog dying alone looks like, and deserving it. Let me get your commentary on that, Hot Sauce.
Man.
And she dead serious, bro. Dead serious.
I know, man, but see, this is where you know, when I talked to, and people said I was wrong, and I got a lot of pushback about that. And one of the comments was like, I cannot come back to America, when I said grandma wasn't shit. And this is just a classic example of how she ain't shit. I mean, think about it. 61, so 30 years ago, no one was making 60K, right? That wasn't the top 20%, 30 years ago, 35 years ago.
Facts.
Right? So the fact that you're talking about a man who's retiring or about to retire in the next couple of years is earning 6 figures and then give it to you? I mean, the man. But I mean, but all of these clips that we're seeing about all these clips we're seeing about black women, what black women are telling us, and I know we get the message, but not everybody's getting the message. But what black women is telling us is that if I can only get a black man, I need to be compensated.
Facts.
Because
even at 61, at 61, with nothing, with my womb dried up, I'm a wrinkle, I'm a pearl. As if you're a black man, you still gotta pay.
Right, I gotta be compensated because
just to deal with you, exactly.
Right, I need to be compensated because at the end of the day, you guys are the bottom of the barrel. And if I'm going to be seen with the bottom of the barrel, then I need to be compensated. So you got to give me all these extra things because at the end of the day, you're black, right? Like, look at it this way, man. I mean, we keep talking about, we got to understand the psychosis of black women. They don't like their hair. They don't like their skin, right? They put weaves on to get straight hair. They don't like their skin. They wear all types of makeup. They get all these different correctional surgeries that we say we don't like. Why is that? Because they don't like their appearance. So if you're a black man, I already don't like being black. Then I be with you. Then I have black children and I have a black daughter. Now I have a daughter whose features I don't even like because I don't like it on myself. That's why they go to white Chad and Puerto Rican Javier, right? Because that's why they have 1 million more babies than us. Because at the end of the day, they want children with good hair. And this is even in Brazil, right? Where black women try to breed out the blackness. So to sit here, so sometimes I wonder, who's really the craziest person in the house? Is it black men for trying to talk to people like this? Or is it black women?
Well, with black men, I've been saying this, it's Stockholm Syndrome.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, like I mean, look, man, at the end of the day, black women are clearly telling us, if a black man is all I can get, which I think is at the bottom of the barrel, then I need to be compensated for my troubles. And that's that. So and that is the relationship black men have to look forward to being with a black woman, is that you're going to constantly have to do extra. You're going to have to do more for less because she's feel that she got the raw end of the deal, because the white dude is the dude that what she really wants, because he can give her the status and most importantly, the babies that she wants to have. And I'll pass the mic on that.
Facts, and I'll piggyback on that by saying, black men, you are in for at least another 70 to 100 more years of this line of thinking. So, you know what I'm saying? For even that frame of mind there, in any way be bred out of the female counterpart culture. So you got 100 more years of this line of thinking. So good luck. Contractor. What's your take on that?
Okay. First off, shout out to Gunmetal Guy for that comment, because I've seen that. That's some bullshit when they do that.
Oh yeah, and shout out MC Recover and Relapse. I see you in the chat, bro. Thanks for stopping by. Go ahead, Contractor.
Second, I've been behaving myself, but now it's time to roast. This old California raisin face and looking ass bitch talking about what, 100,000? 100,000. Your box got 100,000 worth of mileage on it at 61.
100,000, wow.
Bruh, like, no, who the fuck is gonna spend 100,000 on that? Like, it's crazy.
And she's serious, bro. She dead ass serious, bro.
I know, that's the problem. Slim, look at that old bitty.
That's somebody Mima. Man, in fact, she might be, well, with the way these hoes out here moving and grooving, she might be a great Mima by this time. Yo, delusional. That's why I keep saying, like, yo, get your blue book and get the fuck on. Like, just leave them. Let them die alone, bro. Because ultimately, that delusion, if you fuck with them, that will bleed into your reality. Because she believes she deserves that, and if you don't give it to her, then she'll punish you. Now that could be calling them people, that could be lawsuits, it could be a bunch of different fucking things, man. It's crazy, but they really believe they deserve that. Although you 61, although you way out of your prime, although that juice box been dried up, the last little drops got sucked out of that a long time ago, but you still out here peacocking like, you know, like you got it like that. Nah.
And you 61, what do you smell like? What do you like? Oh my God. It's like laying next to a corpse and she telling you gotta pay for it. Pay for the privilege. This shit's insane.
Bruh, that you got some mothball. Okay. You have some mothball cat. You know what I mean? That joint is no. But the worst part is Kendra egging her ass on and laughing. I know that's right. You go, girl.
Oh, because she here for the money. She here for the money.
Yeah, facts. Fucking facts, man.
And and to that point, you see in real time they willing to walk each other off the cliff for the money. You understand what I'm saying?
Bro,
it's like Otto said, they don't care about each other. They don't care about the kids. How the fuck they gonna care about you?
Exactly. I learned a long time ago. These hoes hate each other.
They hate each other.
Absolutely hate each other. Men, we don't treat each other like. As a man, if I see my brother messing up, I'm gonna stop you before you fall off that cliff. Women, on the other hand, they encourage that shit. Then on top of that, them hoes want you to listen to them, but it's like you can't even decide what the fuck you want to eat for dinner. Why the fuck would I listen to you? Then I watch you actively destroy each other. Hell nah. But at 61, that hoe got 13 more summers at best before, if she lives. But beyond that, she gonna need diapers if she ain't already got them. You dig what I'm saying? It doesn't look like she was in the best of health, or like she's been working out, or she's like a CrossFit enthusiast or nothing. Like, nah.
That shit is all after fact. She's 61, bro. The show was over at 45. 50's invisible in the invisible zone. If you ain't already married or got a long-term monogamous man, you feel me?
Slim, I guarantee your girl got bladder control issues. She need depends, all that, but she still want $100,000 coming out your pocket, and you better provide it. She want Ruth Chris. She don't want no eggs. No, she don't want no cheese, eggs, shrimp, and grits. She want Ruth Chris. And if she feels that entitled to ask that, what the fuck are the younger ones doing? You dig? Like, no. Who gonna gap them old ass legs up? She can't even lift them legs up all the way. Ew. No, bro. No. Get your passports. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. Because it's just getting worse. The mental illness that we call delusion in the community is spread. Or maybe it's always been here and we just didn't peep it up until recently. But ain't no life over here, man. They just gotta transition. Like you said, bro, the next 70 to 100 years, yeah, just leave them be. Just same way, like if a bomb goes off and it's a nuke, you know, for X amount of time, you can't go back over there. It is what it is. So
yeah,
brothers,
I've been saying that. It's 100 years of winter coming, man. It's coming.
You facts, but I landed there. But that's just nasty. That's nasty. Ew. $100K for some old cooch.
All right, so man, we gonna round it off with you, and then we're gonna go to final comments for closing comments for everybody. What's your take on that? I can run it back for you too.
Nah, it ain't necessary to
Say you don't want to see it again. I feel you, Crypt Keeper.
Yeah, you might as well, start playing the Price is Right music and retirement commercials and all kind of other stuff. Anyhow, anybody mess with her, man, is liable to break a bone and go down for murder one. Okay, I don't know where people are getting these sort of delusions from, but it's coming from somewhere, and it's the same sort of thing. It's the delusion of I'm the exception. That's not going to be me. I'm not going to die alone. No. That's the very thing that's going to make you more likely to have that happen. You're deluged into an altered reality that does not fucking exist. You're flooded with fuckery in your mind that you cannot possibly think with any level of rationale. That's what the delusion is. When you look at the nomenclature to its T, the etymology of the word itself, and I mean, she's obviously stuck in it, in her own sort of matrix. Let that woman be peaceful. Let her believe what she's gonna believe. Let her die alone, because that's exactly the route she's gonna go. Because she doesn't know what reality lies and awaits her. Let her hope, wish, pray, possibly, maybe, if, potentially. Dream a weenie. Because that's exactly what she's doing.
You said I dream a weenie? That's funny.
That's exactly what's happening. I say this much. At this sort of point in gesture, it's better to, just kind of step back, be indifferent, and let everybody who somehow or another thinks that they're the exceptional boss bitch cannibalize each other. Because that's what's going to happen. If everybody think they somebody, effectively, you're nobody. And I ran my plane there.
All right, solid. All right, thank you, gentlemen. All right, I'm about to do the closing final comments round here. But real quick, let me ask you, your hot sauce, man. I got your number, man. I've been trying to hit you on the WhatsApp. You got that foreign number. And then I gave you my regular phone number, and I sent you my QR code for WhatsApp. So, I mean, if you message,
I'll try to add you, but I didn't see your phone number there. But I'll try to add you.
No, I'll email you my phone. I emailed it already. I'm pretty sure that's my number on WhatsApp. Saul said he talked to you, so maybe I'll figure out how Saul got in contact with you.
Well, he just gave me his number, and then I added him on WhatsApp.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm the same. Yeah, you just add me on WhatsApp, but I'll email you again. But I wanted to get that out the way while I could speak to you in person.
Okay,
all right,
cool.
All right, cool. Let's do closing statements, and then I'll play some commercials to get out of here. We're at the 3-hour mark. I want to thank you guys for a wonderful panel. Like, everybody was spot on. Wrench was blowing everybody out the water. Hot sauce, thank you for coming and being there. You be Johnny on the spot. You be like, no, I don't need no damn replay. Let's go. Bang, I like that. So let's start with you, Hot Sauce. What's your closing statement, sir?
Yeah, well, I just think that at the end of the day, I mean, we just have to make some hard decisions. Do we want our children, or do we want the younger cats, right? The 20-year-olds, the 18-year-olds right now, talking the same thing we've been talking? Or are we ready to just make the hard decisions, right? And like you said, it doesn't need to be everyone. It just needs to be a tipping point of people to do that. And I just think right now, Black women have made their choice. They have said their piece. And what we need to do is listen and move accordingly, right? They told us they're putting themselves first, right? They're doing things that's going to benefit them first. over children, over partnerships, over whatever. They're putting themselves first. So I think we need to follow suit and do the same. We need to put what we want first. And unfortunately, it's just not going to be able to couple together. And with that said, I'm going to land my plane there.
All right, fantastic. Thank you, sir. Oh, and you know what? One additional thing. On the back end, can you give in our email? Can we get Roger's email? Because we've been.
I don't have any of his information. I only contact him through online. If he's not online, I have no way to contact him.
Okay, because I know he's been trying to get with us too, so we're trying to get with Roger behind the scenes.
The best way to get to him is just after his live stream, just come up, or even come up on his live stream and then back chat him.
All right, cool. You're right. All right, cool. We'll do that.
Because I don't have any additional information from him.
All right, solid.
All right, cool.
Thank you once again. Thank you for coming by, Hot Sauce. You can hang out or you could drop down if you want. We're just doing closing statements, and I'm just going to play some commercials and we're going to end the stream. Contractor, final closing statement, sir.
I agree with Hot Sauce. They've the B-Dub has clearly drawn her line in the sand, and it's too much evidence on the table that it can't be denied. Like, you know where they stand at now. And no matter what you say or what you do, no matter how much love you may have for them, because that's your mother, your sister, your whatever, wife, fiance, if they have them these symptoms of debauchery, you know where that whole stand, man. Like, let them go. Let them go. And sir, you're right. Watch them cannibalize each other, Saul. Saul said it. Just watch them, because no, your hand isn't in it, and you can't save them. You can't. And if you try to, they will take you down with them. So, as a thinking, mature, melanated man, just back up, do what's best for you, and go on about your business. Because one way or another, the world gonna teach them, or time gonna get them. Either you conform, or I ain't got nothing for you. You have to be hard with them, because being soft and loving, all that baby face bullshit that niggas was spitting, that we were talking about back in the day, that don't work. I'll give you the star, the sun, the moons, and the heavens and the earth and all that other shit. No. They don't respect that. What they respect is that hard government check.
Yeah, you're right. They on that. They running kamikaze protocols, man. They taking everybody with them.
Hence the reason why I said get that book and get the fuck on, because at the end of the day, you it's nothing you can do for them. They're done, and not only are they done, they know they're done. Well, the older ones do.
No, I agree with you. I think from a collective conscious standpoint, I think we're witnessing the death throes, and like I said, it's like kamikaze. They're like, fuck it, it's over for us. We taking everybody with us. We taking the kids. We taking the men. We just going to debauch you. We're like locusts. We're going to destroy everything. And like that's what I said. You tie your ship. You tie your horse and cart to that. Like, I mean, you getting what's coming to you.
Man, like at best, bro, trying to save one of them will be the same process and procedure as a lifeguard trying to save a drowning person. You gotta knock their motherfucking ass out, and when they come to, they're back on safe ground. But who the fuck wants to go through all that when you could be at peace on a beach, having a drink, feet up, relax, with a woman that acts right and that will treat you right? You dig? Away from all the drama, the bullshit. Don't get it twisted. She's still a woman, so you got to handle her like as such. But why go through all that extra, man? For what? Prime example. After this, I'm gonna shut up. It doesn't matter your level of achievement and success. Look at my man Duck that got downed in Chicago. Now look at his mama. You dig what I'm saying? Mama Duck out here doing the most.
And you know what? Let me add on that. And let me add on that. She had all them sons. Have you noticed all her boys are dead, but the daughter is fine. And the only one that's left is the youngest son.
Exactly.
All the boys dead.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she got one youngest son. Let's see if he make it. But the daughter's fine.
Yeah. So that lets you know their intentions right there, bro. So
how every one of your sons get killed. Every single one of them.
And not one time did she move out of that motherfucking hostile environment. You see what the fuck's happening over in overseas right now with the war, with the people with the small hats or whatever, where their ops are they're trying to get the fuck out. They're trying to get the fuck out the way.
And right, and they every other sensible member of this female member of the species take their children and get the fuck up out of here so they can survive. And
not
then
to be done.
When she was pressed on it, she said that don't have nothing to do with me. They was grown men. They was grown men. That them getting killed don't got nothing to do with me. That's crazy.
Staying here, dealing with them on a serious tip is gonna wind you in the land of shit. A world of shit, bro. Every other creature, if it can, moves to more favorable habitats. If it can, they just stay in lane the shit. They wallow in it. They love the shit. They love the festering, rotting decay that's around them. They don't motherfuck them. They don't make no means, no decisions, no choices to get the fuck away from or out of it. So, gentlemen, get them blue books and take your freedom, man. But I'll land it there.
Solid. Saul, good sir. Have your closing statement, sir.
I mean, I think as far as the B-Dub, all of which was presented tonight was more or less self-evident. So I'm going to go ahead and take the time to, highlight all the people that have come through tonight. Extend my appreciation to you, Contractor, Dusty Nuts, Hot Sauce, Wrench Turner, Hoop Jargon, Ray Hanma. Obviously, people in the chat have come through. Andre, Coach Lamont, onto
Passport OG.
Yeah, Passport OG. Onto all of our regular supporters. Thanks for holding it down for us or whatnot. MC Recovery. I would say this much. We took a little hiatus, but just because we take a little break doesn't necessarily mean that, any of the steam has slowed down in our movement forward when it comes to the momentum or whatnot. No, we holding the line and we're going to continue marching forward. Do what you got to do. Keep your nose clean. Watch yourself. Be careful out there in that world. Increase some skills. Get that passport as recommended by Contractor and numerous others. And do your part. And I'll land my plane there.
All right, well done, everyone. Once again, I want to thank everyone that was on the panel, everyone that's dropped off. Every time we do one of these, I got to give it to you guys. You guys are just, the commentary is getting sharper. You guys are framing your arguments well. I think we do a very good job on this Sunday stream at, what's the word? The lexicon's already been built. We know what the talking points are, and that's thanks to all the brothers that came before us and, content creators that we were fans of. I think what we do a good job on this channel, and in part because Saul's done a tremendous job at curating a good selection on the panel, is that we're able to have a nuanced conversation on a granular level with the already established talking points and lexicon. And in that conversation, lean toward solution-based, although we don't have any answers for anything, but we try to drive the conversation in that direction, and also thread the needle with a through line for any of the listeners to see how all of these talking points actually piece together and how all this stuff is being enacted and how it's actionable on the ground. And also because it's a wide range of experiences on the panel, and that this is real time, real people who are really out in the world, who are really outside, and validates a lot of the talking points in this space, that it's not just theory. I think that's what we do a good job of here. And since it's a no Keisha zone, it's just men talking. You know what I'm saying? As they should, and us be treating each other in a gentlemanly fashion. So thank you all for that. Fantastic stream this evening. We are at the 3-hour and 12-minute mark. And on that note, I'm gonna play a couple commercials, a PSA. We're gonna get up out of here, and we'll see all of you next week. I'll turn the channel back on, and we'll play some of our episodes. We are in production of season 3 right now, so you'll have new episodes start streaming this weekend coming up. Season 1, season 2, as you know, is done. Everyone, please check out the Patreon, where all of our episodes are stored, and you can watch them at your leisure. And there's also tons of content on the Patreon. And I want to thank all of the contributors, everybody who shows up every night on the streams, for supporting this channel and helping us grow. Make sure you subscribe to Contractor. We're trying to get him to 100 subs. Make sure you subscribe to Salty Balls. We're trying to get him to the 300 mark and get him monetized at the 500 subscriber monetization threshold. We appreciate you, man. Like I said, we make this content because we believe in it, and we are also fans and supporters of the space. We are the last line of defense and the first line of offense when it comes to the interests of the heterosexual, productive black male. Join up. And on that note, we are out of here. We will see you next week.
Hey, yo kids, they need to know I'm here to fuck you. I don't wanna know your name, yo kids, they need to know I'm here to fuck you. Get the fuck on, ain't no shame. I'm here to fuck. 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 Watch this bridge, y'all. I'm here to fuck. They, yo kids, they need to know I'm here to fuck you. I don't wanna know your name, yo kids, they need to know I'm here to fuck you. Get the fuck on, ain't no shame. I'm here to fuck. 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 Watch this bridge, y'all. I'm here to fuck. They, yo kids, they need to know I'm here to fuck you. I don't wanna know your name, yo kids, they need to know I'm here to fuck you. Get the fuck on, ain't no shame. I'm here to fuck. 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 Watch this bridge, y'all. I'm here to fuck.
I just mic for my glow. I just mic for my I destroyed the mic for my glow. You know it's backwards to go against God, dog. I destroyed the mic for my glow. You know it's backwards to go against God, dog. That explains how we rock.
Mr. Gangstar, I make it do what it do. So true. Classic like the Fu Manchu. Mr. Gangstar, I make it do what it do. Mr. Gangstar, I make it do what it do. Mr. Gangstar, I make it do what it do. Mr. Gangstar.
Peace, folks. This is X from TPOT Media. Open your mind and wake your black ass up. You know what time it is. Hit that damn like button as you make your way in the door. Grab a seat, settle in, get ready. It's the Grown Man Hour with your host, my man, Bernard Riley.
Welcome to Machismo TV, the ultimate destination for modern men seeking to upgrade their lifestyle. Subscribe to Machismo TV and Saul T-Balls. We stream daily from 12 midnight to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the best male-centric content. Highlight reels without reviewing or providing any editorial bias to the content. We have done so much, with so little for so long, we are now qualified to do anything, with nothing.
What's up and what's going on, everybody? Shout out to everybody in the building. Appreciate each and every one of you. About to have a good one today. Yes, that was a commercial for Machismo TV. The link should be in the chat room. I think RM is already putting it right there. And so definitely want to click on that. Definitely want to go and click on that one. So shout out to everybody in the building. I do appreciate each and every.
Hey, what do you think about this?
Donald Trump got indicted because his style of leadership does not match the global agenda of the white power structure. Donald Trump is not a rainbow gang supporter.
That's true.
Donald Trump doesn't support the rainbow gang. Donald Trump is not a traditional politician. He's not used to playing games.
Nope, he's not.
Donald Trump is not a Joe Biden. He's not a Barack Obama, Bill Clinton. He don't know how to lie and manipulate, be humble. He don't know how to do that. He's straight business.
Life of a thug nigga till the day I die. Live life of a boss player, cause even getting high. Hey, to my nigga Pac. Live my life as a thug nigga until the day I die. Live my life as a boss player, cause even getting high. These niggas got me tossing shit. I put the top down, now it's time to floss my shit. Keep your head up, nigga, make these motherfuckers suffer. Up in the bins, burning rubber. The money is mandatory, the hoes is for the stress. It's criminal lifestyle, you crooked the bullet. Live life of a thug nigga till the day I die. Live life of a boss player, cause even getting high. Hey, to my nigga Pac. Live my life as a thug nigga until the day I die. Live my life as a boss player, cause even getting high. These niggas got me tossing shit. I put the top down, now it's time to floss my shit. Keep your head up, nigga, make these motherfuckers suffer. Up in the bins, burning rubber. The money is mandatory, the hoes is for the stress. It's criminal lifestyle.
Sorry.
Hey, where's Stewie?
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. Okay, I don't know. Whatever it is, it's not right on the teleprompter.
There it is. We are going to do Sting, yeah.
There's no words there. To play us out. What does that mean, to play us out? To end the show?
Yeah.
All right, go.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today, and we'll leave you with a... I can't do it. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Stewie Griffin. Thanks for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.
This is not real. It's just a dream. Please
Steppenwolf would fail. Yes. Yes, you did. My master, now that the mother boxes have been destroyed, how will you retrieve your great prize? Anti-life is found, Assad, and we will stop at nothing to possess it. Ready the Armada. We will use the old ways.
Doesn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan. Doesn't matter who we are.
I came here to rescue you from him.
Well, we all appreciate your concern, Colonel. And we'll try to be extra careful.
I'm just amazed that he allowed any of your posse to live.
Is that right?
Strictly speaking, he slipped up. You're lucky to be breathing.
That's just great. Colonel, you came out here to find out why one of your machines blew a gasket.
You don't seem to want to accept the fact that you're dealing with an expert in guerrilla warfare. With a man who's the best. With guns, with knives, with his bare hands. A man who's been trained to ignore pain. Ignore weather. To live off the land. To eat things that'll make a billy goat puke. Kill. Period. Win by attrition.
This is not real. Welcome to Machismo TV, the ultimate destination for modern men seeking to upgrade their lifestyle. Our channel covers a range of topics including current events, fitness, personal development, and technology to help you look, feel, and live your best life. Tune in for actionable advice and engaging discussions. We the willing, led by the unknowing, are doing the impossible for the ungrateful. We have done so much, with so little for so long, we are now qualified to do anything, with nothing.
So join up. Do your part. There's a long war ahead, and we need you. So join up. Do your part. There's a long war ahead, and we need you.
Have you any idea how successful censorship is on TV? Don't know the answer? Successful, isn't it?